we go. We're live.
Oh shit.
Got a live audience.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. We are back. It is August 18th, I believe.
20th.
And what?
20th.
Oh shit. I'm a few days behind. It's August 20th.
School starts.
Dude, you haven't started school yet?
No.
Oh my god, I've been going for like a week and a half. All right, cheers, boys. Dab to start this off.
Damn. Oh, I gotta buy all my books and shit. That's not good.
Dude, they told us that they're starting to go for like books that are free now. Like some of the professors, they're switching towards that.
Really?
Here you go.
None of my teachers have free books.
No? Mm-mm. Yeah, they were starting to say that they're gonna start switching towards that. I think it was because of the fucking pandemic that kind of helped them realize that we don't need fucking $150 books that we only use for one semester. But we were just talking about fucking QAnon because that documentary. How long ago did you watch that?
Maybe like last year.
Really?
Last year, December maybe.
Bro, I barely finished it yesterday.
I'm weak.
Like I watched the whole thing in one sitting. But we were talking about who we thought was actually like the Q guy or whatever, and we both kind of agree that it's the sun. Like at the end of it, like I mean they kind of geared us toward it, but like it became apparently obvious at the end.
That one got me.
So you think
damn.
it's the sun or no? Is that's what you were saying?
I mean, at the in the show, it's heavily implied. I would just say it's safe.
Especially at the end, because he was saying like you haven't seen it in a while.
They were like joking about it or whatever, right?
Well, he was saying that he like slipped up because, what was the reason? Something about him writing or some shit, but it became apparently obvious that it was him. And I think that. Honestly though, I like towards the beginning, like I thought it could have been like a real thing, like a real like some guy that knows something or something rather was saying something, because like from my point of view, like bro, how does he have such a big following if he's not like if he doesn't actually know some things, right? So like as you get into it more and more, it kind of reveals like I didn't think about this, but Joe Rogan and Lex Friedman were talking about it, and he was like, okay, if you actually know something and you actually have like information that you're gonna leak anonymously, like why are you gonna do it in like these weird like riddles? Like why aren't you just gonna present information that's palatable for people to understand instead of just make them go through all these fucking research gymnastics and finding out the real meaning and everything's up to interpretation. So it's like that's not a good way to release information. Like it doesn't really give your followers like a clear path to follow. Like it's kind of just more up to them to research, so they're more interactive. And then another thing that was like pretty telling about it was the fact that the Q guys stayed on 8chan for like the longest and like just stayed on there and like didn't like branch out to any other forms of communication.
Very true. Like not having a pattern and shit.
Yeah, I think the fucking the camera just went off.
I'm weak.
All right, I'm going to cut this real quick. Hang on. All right, so unfortunately...
I'm weak. My headset hasn't even been on.
Oh, shit. Mine hasn't either. All right, so unfortunately... Yeah, now I can hear myself.
I'm weak as fuck.
The video is fucked up. The Sony camera is terrible. I thought you could charge it and record because it's dead, but... So we are 0 for 3. 0 for 3. We are now 0 for 3 in terms of getting video into our fucking podcast. So there's that. Third time is not the charm.
Nope. Unlucky.
So yeah, this one's going to be audio only. What were we talking about? We were talking about, where were we at in our conversation?
Something with QAnon.
Fuck. Whatever.
Having hella followers.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, like I was saying, like, in terms of how he like kind of tied himself to 8chan, that was pretty suspicious. And I don't know, dude. He just seemed like the guy that could pull that shit off. Like he liked attention. You could tell. Like he liked the attention. That was literally the only thing keeping their site going. Obviously, you don't definitively know that it was him, but like it's pretty clear cut that it was that motherfucker.
Yeah.
And all these people, especially all the people that went to the Capitol Hill riots, the fucking takeover or whatever, a lot of them were affiliated or like knew about and like were supporting the movement.
Yeah.
I wonder how those people, like, if they watched that shit and how they felt afterwards. Like, I'm pretty sure they were they're still not going to say that they were wrong and that they're not going to say
no,
that
they still believe.
They probably still believe. Bro, I looked it up though. That fool does not even post anymore. Like the Q, there's no more Q drops.
Of course not. Everything got exposed.
They lost.
Exactly. He got found.
So it's over. But bro, if it's that extreme to where it's clear cut, like it's pretty obvious that it wasn't a real like intelligence guy, and they're still gonna claim like, oh no, I still believe like it's still like up in the air, you don't know, like there was a reason, this and that, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
like, I mean, bro, these people are insane.
There's people who probably got a new theory after QAnon and made it their own. Like, so they did that to distract us from what's really
going on. What can really be going on if they claimed fucking satanic baby eaters?
That's crazy shit.
I don't know. You have to be pretty.
What do you think about Pizzagate?
I think it's bullshit. I think it's another thing that got made up.
Do you think you would have? What do you mean? Oh, like the story of it?
Well, wasn't it? They're saying that they fucking had some sort of like basement that they would like rape kids in under that pizza place. Yeah. No, I think it's fucking ridiculous. Q, right? I think so. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's. I mean, where else would it? Yeah, that's where they got it from.
That shit
I don't know
crazy.
The details or the specifics, but
wasn't it in that documentary?
Yeah, they went over it for sure, but I don't think they like went over exactly what he said, or like they might have like glanced over it, but I don't think they put much emphasis into it.
Okay.
But yeah, dude, I think that shit's crazy. And didn't some dude actually go there? Like in the documentary, some dude like went there to expose them, but they like made him leave or some shit. But like
something like that.
If you're gonna go there, at least go look for it. Don't just sit down and have food. Like, bro,
is that what he did?
Yeah, like he just sitting and like waiting for the food, talking about it, and then like you hear the lady tell him to leave. But if you're that serious, if you think there's a claim that serious going on, why wouldn't you actually go look? Like, why are you just gonna sit down like a normal? Yeah, exactly. Like if you think some crazy shit like that, if you're actually trying to stop a crime. Yeah. Go fucking stop the crime, bro. What are you doing? But nah, that shit's crazy to me. I think this is just a bunch of wild people, bro. And we're gonna see some more shit like that's not ending soon. Like you're gonna see people do crazy shit like that, and like especially people now that have like grew up with the internet and know how to manipulate it. You're gonna see people that are gonna fucking try to shake shit up, bro. Like I think Capitol Hill was just like a precursor for things to come. Like shit's gonna get crazier and crazier. Like that's not a fucking one-time thing, bro. There's a lot of like wild people in this country that can be easily influenced to do things that like they are convinced just because some dude on the internet like convinced them. So it's like you're gonna start seeing more and more shit like that happen. But yeah, dude, that shit's crazy. Like that whole thing. It's just wild. Just kind of like thinking about what's happening.
It's interesting to me, like, I mean, at least from what I saw on social media, like, people's families got torn apart because, like, people started believing in it, you know?
Dude, not only that, but, like, just the whole, like, political system now is just everyone's completely divided. Like, if you're on one side and you have family member with the other side, you guys either don't talk or don't talk about politics. Like, you guys don't talk at all. Like, it's that extreme to where this person likes Donald Trump or this person is a Democrat. We can't even have a relationship because of that. Yeah. Like a lot of people in this country are now in that mindset. Or it's where you still respect them and have a conversation, like a relationship with them, but you just won't talk about politics. You just can't be open about that and have Like, that's crazy, bro. You can't be open to having a civil conversation with someone who doesn't agree with you. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
it's I don't know.
if you get offended at something they say, then say that. But to not even have a conversation about it limits, like, it doesn't let the best idea win. You only hear from your side, or you're not getting other points.
Yeah,
So you're not really learning and you're not growing.
that's how I think that's exactly what the cycle is. Like, I feel like I really started to notice it like after Bush and like 9/11. Like, that's when the split became like the first tear, I want to say. And like each president after that, like just made it worse and worse. And with Obama, you saw how racist people got.
Yeah.
And then to fucking Donald
Follow that
Trump,
up. It got
you
even
know,
10 times worse.
exactly. And then plus COVID made everything another, million
Just
times
layer.
worse.
Well,
Just because
that's kind of what helped QAnon, because most people were in their homes just researching weird shit online.
was that around the same time?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I
Well,
didn't even
I think it
realize.
started before that, but that's really when it picked up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because more people were like locked in their homes, so what else are they gonna do?
Yeah.
Just look up conspiracy theories on the internet. You know
That
what I
shit
mean?
is wild.
So
Have you heard about the Proud Boys or anything like that?
yeah, there's actually a documentary on YouTube. I forget which company did it. It might have been Vice. I don't think it was though, but they did a whole documentary about that day, and they go through each step, and they actually show like members that were there from this group, that group, and one of the groups that was there were the Proud Boys.
I'm weak. Oh shit.
And yeah, they do a whole documentary of like what was leading up to that day, what exactly happened, how it happened,
Wait,
and
what
when
day
it
you
happened.
talking about?
Huh?
What day?
The Capitol Hill.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, when
Gotcha.
they were, oh, yeah, I should have clarified that. But when they went to the Capitol Hill, they were there, and they were documenting the whole thing, bro. Like the timeline of events and when it exactly happened. Like it took, they're saying that it took the National Guard like 3 hours to get there
Damn.
after they had called for them, because they
That's
had to go
crazy.
through all these fucking legal hoops to like get them there or some shit.
That's crazy.
So, but
You know what I forgot about? That shit that happened. I think it was in Seattle, the Black Lives Matter movement, the riots. Do you remember that?
oh my god,
I forgot. That was what, last year, 2020?
it seems like it was a long time ago, but it really wasn't.
Dude, I don't see anybody talking about that at all right
Dude,
now.
is it still like? I don't think it is.
I don't think it's like that right
no,
now.
not like
but
that. But I'm saying there was a section in Portland, that was like, that was near there. That was you couldn't let cops in. Like I think it was a demilitarized zone. Did you hear about that?
Oh shit! Really?
Like I think cops couldn't patrol in the area. Like they couldn't. They had it to where they couldn't like make arrests or anything in a certain area. Like they fucking blocked it off. Like they took over a part of the city.
Like they cut off the road or something?
Like they would
blocked
put
it?
blocks in the road, and they're like, "Oh, this is like our zone." Like,
Yeah,
you didn't hear about that shit? Are you?
I
serious?
feel like I did, but I don't remember. That's
Yeah, I don't know if
crazy.
that's still happening, but like, bro, that's insane.
That's wild.
Like a part
to
of
be
the city, and
imagine being a kid growing up in that shit.
yeah, that'd be
Dude,
wild.
That's
But I don't
crazy.
really know too much about what exactly happened.
Oh,
Like there were a
shit.
lot of like crime in that area. Like I haven't done research into it, but just the thought of that, bro, just like, and then not only that, but the mayor was like I think it was Portland or the city or whatever. He was like letting them have it, because like obviously you can stop that. Like you can still send like either troops or police in to like kind of take back control of the area, but then there would have been violence, so I guess that was why they didn't want to do it. But I don't think it's okay to let
Do you
let
think
people
any
take
other
over my
states would
city.
do that shit though?
Hell no, that's only
What state
California, maybe.
California.
Only
you think?
California, maybe you could get away with it in New York, but I highly doubt it. But
Bro,
that's
the
a California
South, you
thing.
could do it for sure. I bet.
The South?
The
nah,
South, they
hell
don't give
nah.
a
They'll
fuck.
fucking kill you, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can't do that over there.
That's crazy. That's hella crazy.
But yeah, dude, the Black Lives Matter shit in New York was wild too. They had riots too.
Yeah, I think I saw something about that too.
And they were like, people were like going crazy, but like,
Bro, that's all that shit was last year. You remember when like hella people got ran over?
oh my god,
That's
there's been some crazy shit.
And I forgot all about that stuff, honestly. Like, COVID just washed everything over.
Yeah, But one thing COVID did do was stop like all the crazy amount of school shootings that we've been having.
That's true. Yes.
So like I guess that's a positive to take out.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna start ramping. Hopefully, it doesn't start ticking back up now that schools are coming back.
Jeez, that'd be terrible.
You don't know. It's fucking.
You
America.
never know, bro.
It's crazy.
I want to look that up actually.
What if school shootings are like?
Yeah.
Ramping back up. Fuck, dude, that's such a terrible thing that is like just exists in this country. Like we have to be worried about that, and that's why gun control has been like talked about like a lot lately. Is because of like that's the reason why I kind of cared about it and like started talking about it was because of the just ridiculous amount of mass shootings that have been happening. So I was looking that shit up.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's all 2020 is the latest.
What's going on in 2020?
This shit didn't even give me a number.
No?
Let's see. It only says 10 in 2020.
I mean, 10 is a lot, but that's nowhere near compared to what we were at. We were having one damn near every day.
69 since 2018. And this was in 2020, I think. That's crazy.
Bro, how?
That's crazy.
When did that start becoming a thing in this country? Like, when did that, like, start? Like, the Columbine was, like, one of the first, wasn't it? Like,
yeah, I'm not too sure if it's the first.
Probably not
it's
the
probably
first.
the first big one, though, for sure. But I don't know what it... I mean, that's the big one of the debates. Like, people think it's fucking video games and shit, you know? And music.
I think that's still ridiculous.
Yeah.
No, that's ridiculous.
I don't know where it came from. I think also the media, media started to pick everything up too.
Well, yeah,
like
that's a big reason because
like
people want to be famous for that shit.
Exactly. Like, so more people are trying to expose people, you know? Sometimes it turns out shitty. But
I don't think well, obviously the media has to cover it, but I don't think they should put the faces or the names of the shooter in the...
Yeah, to give him his
obviously they want a mugshot to like get it clicks or whatever. But like, bro, that's you're promoting infamy within school shooting, like the art of school shooting, bro. Like, what the fuck are you guys? Like, if you promote that shit in any way, like, come on, you got to realize what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Dude, I can't imagine being in a school shooting, like being present.
I feel like I thought about that a lot as a kid, bro.
Really? Were you like scared, or you just were thinking about it?
Or
you were planning it out, bitch?
No, what do you mean?
Planning that shit out?
No.
You were waiting for it to happen.
Dude, no. I was thinking like it would pop up in my mind like fucking like exit routes or like where would I go if something like this happened.
Okay, yeah. I feel you.
Like where would I like? Because they would always tell you, oh, don't run away. Like get under your seats and we'll lock the door or whatever. But like I don't know. I think
what were you thinking? What was
I would want to fucking knock the window out and dip out or some shit. Like I don't want to stay here for him to fucking come kick the door open and kill us all.
You would risk cutting your shit up, like
bro. If it saved my life, hell yeah. I don't know. I would think that running is the better option. But obviously, if it's not, if he's somewhere near you, you can't get away because he has a gun. Yeah. But like, if he's across the school, why am I gonna sit here?
Yeah, I would have been fucked in my elementary school. We had no windows and one door. Oh shit.
Yeah, bro, it popped up in my mind. Now that I think about this, like, it's actually popped up in my mind before to like fucking grab my chair and throw it at the window so I can break the glass and get the fuck out if that shit ever occurred. Because they would talk about it like, okay, if this ever happened, like, just get under your seats. We'll turn the lights off, lock the door, or whatever. Yeah. Like, I don't know if that's been a talk in like when you were a kid. In terms of like teachers talking to you guys about that shit.
I don't even remember.
But like I remember like probably elementary to middle school. Probably elementary. I can remember it definitely elementary, I think, where they were talking about like what we would do in case of like some sort of crazy emergency like that. But that's crazy that that's something that you have to worry about now as a parent. Like when you drop your kids off at school.
That shit is crazy.
You know what I mean? Like that's fucking scary.
It's weird to me that like you're not allowed to have like weapons on school ground. I mean, obviously not the students, but like, you don't have security guards or anything like
that have
no guns are allowed on school campus. the bad guys are always gonna have that shit no matter what the law
exactly.
is, you know. But
Yeah,
I don't know how it would work.
I think it's kind of outdated. Like they need to figure something out in terms of having, because obviously you can't wait for the cops to show up, because by the time the shooter's there, he's already there.
Be done,
yeah, exactly. The damage is done. So you're gonna need some prevention measures already in place at a moment's notice. You know what I mean? So they can't rely on the police to come, because 30 seconds is all, like the most valuable amount of time. Like cops just can't fucking pop up and you're there. Usually, I know for a lot of schools they'll have a security guard on campus.
Yeah.
But they obviously are not armed in terms of like a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
I think there should be something, some like maybe if it's locked up or something, some sort of protocol where you have a firearm. Maybe like some people have talked. I know it's been thrown around a lot in terms of like teachers having some sort of like pistol or some sort of gun to protect them in their classrooms. Like, but I mean that would be a good idea, but you have to be really careful. You have to, because you have kids around you at all times. Like you never know what a kid's gonna do. You know what I mean? Like you have to.
That's very true.
You have to be aware, and there should be some serious
repercussions
repercussions if a kid is able to get their hands on that gun.
That teacher's going to jail for sure.
Yeah, like it's got to be something ridiculous. Because if that's a good idea, but that's also dangerous to have a weapon with a classroom of 20, 30 kids. Like that shit's got to be put away, locked up. And like
they shouldn't be able to just
grab it from it. Yeah, no, hell no.
That's just locked away.
Yeah, it's got to be locked away. So it's got to be taken seriously, but I think it can happen. And should it happen? Do you think teachers should be armed with?
I don't know. You gotta be careful, because you really have to trust the teachers.
Like, yeah, I mean it wouldn't be the hardest thing in the world to do, to just lock it in a safe and like put it in a drawer or something. But
you never, dude. Have you seen like videos of teachers like beating kids?
Yeah, for sure that goes.
There's definitely gonna be one of those, but
that are just gonna fucking pistol whip the shit out of Timmy or some shit.
Just smack the fuck out of him.
No, that'd be terrible.
But
well, then if that happens, she's obviously will get fired and probably see jail time, because now everyone has a phone, so you'll have video evidence of that shit happening. So,
damn. Do you think they would have to put cameras up in like the classroom?
No, I don't know. I don't think they'll go to that extreme.
Yeah, that'd be a lot.
Something's got to change, because we can't just sit around and wait for this shit to go back up, to start happening again. Because it might happen again, and you just can't risk that with, you know what I mean, the kids and the next generation of what's gonna hopefully save this fucking planet.
Yeah.
And it's just, especially if you have kids, like you don't want that to always be on your mind, and always be a thing that's possible.
Some scary shit for sure.
It's crazy.
But
it's crazy that that's like a part, like a small portion of like American culture that some people subscribe to. Like some crazy, like just the fucking hate in like some people that subscribe to these crazy ideas, where they go online and fucking meet crazy people that are like them, and then they start talking crazy together and get all and then they have a group, and then it's just it gets out of control. And that's one of the things that they were covering on the what was it, Q Into the Storm documentary, where what is like free speech, like they're trying to go to extreme lengths, and they're trying to push what is free speech online.
Yeah.
And like, do you think it should be different in terms of like, I mean, you can't really treat free speech different online than you can in real life, because at the end of the day, it's still speech, no matter where you're saying it.
Yeah, I don't know. I never thought about that. I feel like you would have to choose, either you let all of it go, like all of it slides, or nothing slides at all, because at
you
that
don't want
point
to create like boundaries.
It's going to be hard to say where the line is, and it's never gonna stay where you intended it to be.
It's at hate speech,
you know?
and like a call to violence, I believe.
I know, but where do you draw the line at like what
speech?
hate speech is? You know, that line gets blurry, and pretty soon it's just gonna go one way or the other. To where you can't say anything. So it's just about where do you want to deal with moderating where crossing the line is at, or do you want nothing at all?
Well, they're trying to right now. There's a I'm not even gonna, I don't know what it's called, but there's some sort of like law in place to where people that run the businesses, that run the servers on the websites, they cannot get sued for what the users are saying.
They can't, or they
cannot.
can?
They can't. So you can't actually sue them if someone's like threatening violence on your site.
Oh shit!
But Biden was trying to repeal that so that you can be held accountable and be sued for what your users are saying. How do you feel about that? So like if you're a Twitter and like some kid threatens to like kill Donald Trump and then you have a lawsuit on your hands, like do you think that's fair if you're the business owner or if you're the person that's
I don't think it's fair because you can't control everybody, but at the same time I think you have to at least try
to like moderate it.
Yeah,
I think that's the route that it should be too. Like I think it's I don't think you should be held accountable, but I think you should be moderating and like discouraging stuff like that.
Yeah, heavily discouraging. But see, that's the thing though. Where do you start to cross the line?
Yeah.
What do you exactly. What's you can't good really, and what's not good?
You can't really. It's going to be interesting to see how this gets pushed moving forward, because now like we're truly we've already been in the fucking digital internet age. But now it's getting crazier than ever.
We're into it.
Yeah, deep. Now it's getting crazier than ever. Like it's gonna, bro. It's the most interesting time to be alive, though. Like we're gonna see some crazy shit in our timelines.
I'd say we're like, maybe like right here into the book of the internet age.
The beginning.
This
the
is
very beginning.
Everything else.
Yeah, it's gonna get crazy, dude. We're gonna see some crazy shit in our timelines. Like we were talking about it before the podcast, but. Tesla just revealed that they have a Tesla robot to do like I think I saw the purpose was to do like maybe some security stuff, like trying to secure like a perimeter, like being security for a business or like something like that, and like just doing more dangerous jobs that humans don't want to do.
Yeah,
I think that was what they were trying to go for. But I'm not
crazy.
Too sure. But we're starting to see Tesla fucking robots. Like, what? When are you gonna have a robot in your house doing your chores and
in a couple of years? It looks like,
bro. That's some iRobot type shit.
Dead ass.
Would you have a personal robot made to cook you meals?
I would have
cook you meals, do your laundry.
I wouldn't want a full human, humanoid robot.
So you'd want something like what is that show? Oh, Love, Death, Robots, where the fucking little robot.
Fuck no. Fuck that too. I would want just
I forgot what it was called. AccuBot or some shit.
Damn, I don't know. Nah.
What kind of robot do you want to clean your house, bro, and cook you food?
What's cooking part is crazy because I don't want that motherfucker to stab me and throw a knife.
Shit.
Shit. Nah. I don't know. I don't know what it would look like.
Bro, imagine though you just get like a world-class cooking robot chef that could
maybe if he was inside like a box that he couldn't get out of and he had everything in there and he could just slide the plate under. So I went out and fuck with him.
That's hilarious.
If he's a robot, he wouldn't give a fuck.
What if he's like a friendly robot though? Like what if he's cool?
I'm not trusting that motherfucker. Fuck no.
Stay awake the whole time?
No, bro, imagine being high and just looking at that motherfucker and not knowing, like, just seeing a robot not moving because he's not on right now.
Yeah, dude.
That'd be wild. You know this motherfucker's recording you, waiting for you to.
That's another way for the government to track you, huh? They'll have a robot on you in your house cooking your food.
There was a game. Oh, I think it's called Detroit. Have you ever heard of it?
Oh yeah, I was gonna get that game.
I heard it was cool. I've seen like some gameplay of it. It looked
Detroit Become Human.
Something like that.
Yeah. Bro, guess what just dropped? Madden 22.
Jeez, are you getting it?
I already have it.
Oh my god, dude! I knew it.
Dude, okay, listen though. You gotta hear me out, right?
Nah, I don't want to hear it.
You gotta hear me out.
I don't want to hear. No, go for it.
So this was the first year since.
Okay, the first year.
No. The first year since the Obama administration that they haven't changed anything on franchise mode. Like they haven't touched that shit in like 8-10 years, bro. It's been the exact same thing. And this is the first year they get it, first year they actually like changed it, and I'm not gonna try it because like, I've been getting the same bullshit for 10 years in a row, and I'm not gonna see out the better after they make some adjustments and they actually care about it now.
I'm weak.
Like, bro, I gotta treat myself to that after 10 years of torture. Like, it's not a good game. And you know another thing though, they were supposed to change like the whole scouting in terms of like scouting like college players. Like they were supposed to change the whole thing and do it like just do a whole different way, more in-depth way. But it's not even out yet because they said it wasn't ready for launch. So it's gonna come out like that update's gonna come out in like December.
I'm weak. See, I hate video. Do you know who Video Game Donkey is?
Nah, I don't
He's
think
a YouTuber. He was talking about shit like that. How like these game companies are like releasing video games before like everything's out. Like only having a fucking campaign. Or,
yeah, I don't like that.
Fucking half of the maps are not done yet. Yeah. Like, and still charging $60
for the full game. Yeah,
that shit is
you're not
crazy.
Even getting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. The video game world is a whole different world,
bro. The golden age of like video games was like 2012, 2011.
What was 2012?
Bro, that's when the peak of like internet like gaming.
What consoles were out? Was it the PS3?
Well, there's a lot of people that are more playing now, but like that's when it really started to kick off. Like it was like the 360.
Okay.
And the PS3.
PS3. Okay, yeah. I
was like those were like that was the shit.
Yeah. I forgot what games were on the PS3. What did you had Xbox though?
I was Xbox 360 to start out. We talked about this before, but I got my first Xbox 360 for Christmas, and when we go to turn it on, bro, Red Ring of Death.
I remember.
My first ever Xbox was broken as soon as we got it.
Did that affect you at all, or did you just get another one?
No, I think they replaced it, but it took like a month or 2 months to get it.
Damn.
So I was like, fuck. So it sucked, but I mean, I still got it, but it was just like the fucking anticipation of playing it, and then you just can't. It's like, fuck. As a kid, you like get all frustrated. Yeah,
hella frustrated.
But yeah, dude, that was like in my opinion, that was when shit really kicked off in terms of like online gaming, and like when Call of Duty came out, like everyone was in game chat talking shit.
Yes,
everyone was like going crazy.
So
like it was more. And I feel like it was more because we were kids and we would just have school and then go play on your Xbox or whatever.
For fucking.
But now you gotta work and you gotta go to school and you gotta do this and you gotta do that. So it's not you're not gaming as much really, but as you were a kid. But I think it really was. That's really when shit started kicking off.
What games did you fall in love with?
Honestly, dude, one of my favorite games. Did you ever play any of the Battlefield Bad Companies?
Yes.
Bro, I think those were amazing. Remember when you first saw that you can destroy buildings and like
I was
all kinds of shit like that?
I was blown. After I saw that, I switched from Call of Duty to Battlefield.
Dude, Battlefield was dope.
The first ones were raw as fuck. The newer ones,
no, yeah. I'm gonna get the new one that they're gonna drop.
2042, right?
Is that what it is?
I think so.
Yeah. I'm gonna get whatever the next Battlefield is. I know it's coming soon. I'm gonna grab that.
I'm
shit.
getting it too.
So, there definitely will be a comeback for Battlefield. Hopefully, it's a good game. But the Battlefield Bad Company games were fun as fuck. Like every aspect, like sniping was fun.
Noob Tube,
dude. Everything was dope. The maps were dope. Like everything was hella dope. But Call of Duty back in the day though was fire too.
Yes.
All the way up to like I feel like it kind of fell off after like the Black Ops series. Dude, did you ever play Call of Duty Ghosts?
Fuck. Actually, I think I did, and I returned it or.
That was one of my favorite Call of Duties.
Really?
Everyone hates it. Bro, I had so much fun on Call of Duty Ghosts.
I'm weak. I never played it.
That's because that's when I really like was into Call of Duty, and we were playing with my friends every day, and we played like competitive shit on there. That shit was so fun to just try and get good at it, and just like there's depth to it, like finding out where the good points are on the maps, what guns, what accessories, all that. Definitely. Like even if it's a bad game, but I don't know. I liked the maps and the guns were pretty cool. But now everyone plays fucking Warzone. Now it's just Warzone.
Yeah, everything's just Warzone.
I get tired of it. And especially, it's not really fun. It's not playable when you don't have a group. Like when you're by yourself, like, bro, what am I doing?
Running Well, actually, no. For a phase, I did run solos, but I'm not playing by myself in the squad.
Yeah.
Too many randoms.
Nah, I'm just not a fan of like I'll play regular Call of Duty by myself.
Yeah.
But not like Warzone. I don't know. Yeah. It's just there's a lot of luck that goes into it in terms of where you're at.
We're gonna get so much hate,
dude. I don't know.
He's gonna say so many comments are gonna be bad.
You're trash. You're trash. Nah, I don't. Fuck Warzone. I don't care.
That's funny.
Did you play Fortnite when that shit was like first popping?
I probably did, but I didn't play it for a while. And then my friends got it, and we all started playing it, and I got into it for a minute.
Bro, when it was like the peak of it, like when it was a good game, that shit was fire.
Fucking collabs and DLCs and
shit. Bro, and then they kidified it, and it's just like there's like ridiculous like shit that you can get now. It's just so stupid. But
that's funny.
I remember
it was fun.
They did the Avengers, the fucking. Did you ever play that one where they
With
did the Thanos one?
Yeah.
That shit was pretty fun.
That was cool.
But
the lightsaber one was whack. I didn't like.
I don't think I was on for that one.
That one was alright.
But when it was a good game, that shit was hella fun. And then all the kids started getting good at fucking building crazy shit, and then you couldn't even compete. No. So you're just on there 24/7 building shit.
They did it. But back to Madden though. Okay, so what's the change about the franchise mode though?
So they actually made it like more in depth. You like the screen is like different. Everything's laid out differently. And now you can actually like hire and fire like offensive and defensive coordinators, and you have like skill trees for the coaches, and you have like different like you can actually get injured in practice now. Like it's more realistic, and there's more like news and shit. And they were supposed to overhaul the entire scouting, because it was just like you get 3 like attributes that you can buy to see what they're good at, and then you see their combine, and that's the only thing you go off of. And now they're supposed to do it to where it's like an updated like draft board. Like every week there's news about the players. Like there's more like there's more in-depth stuff that you can get into.
Weak. So you really get in there.
That's why I like team building. Like I like to build a team up and like act like make it kind of realistic. So it's like it's just fun. Like I like doing that. But this is the first year they've actually updated that shit.
Oh, sure.
But dude, what's crazy is though, one of the guys that used to like do franchise videos about Madden on YouTube, he now like works for EA. Like
oh shit,
EA,
really?
Like he's like the franchise like ratings adjuster.
No way.
Like yeah.
I'm weak.
Like he used to do like seasons and shit, and he would like just like build a team and like act like the coach or some shit. And he would do like interviews, like acting like the coach of the team. After like post game interviews and shit. But
I'm weak. That's funny.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Nah, but he's like one of the guys that works at EA now. So
that's
now
dope.
Everyone fucking talks shit on him because they just
he went corporate or something.
Well, but it's just Madden's still shit. Like, bro, like you associate yourself with EA, you're gonna get hate because no one likes EA.
That's crazy to think about. Like, imagine being that dude.
Bro, you know what's annoying though, and like something that shouldn't be is that fucking EA has exclusive rights to making like NFL football games till like they just renewed the deal till like 2023 or 2025 or some shit, like 2026, something like that, to where they can only make games for like other people can make football games, but they can't be with the NFL players. They can't have the NFL teams on there.
Yeah,
so it's like crazy. A bootleg game that you're gonna play if you want something better. So they literally have a monopoly on NFL football games.
Yeah, that's stupid.
Which obviously you see is they don't care about the product because you're gonna buy it anyways because there's no competition.
The only one, yeah.
If you want to play NFL football, you'll buy this new year of Madden so you can have the new rosters.
Yeah.
And the rookies and shit. So it's like
I'm hella weak.
They're taking advantage of the system, but it is what it is. Like, I don't know.
I think I like the college football better.
I never played those, but yeah, they look dope.
Never played the NCAAs?
Nah, I haven't.
What?
Yeah, I never had them.
Dude, you miss out.
I know. They're fucking fire. People still play that shit.
Yeah, because they stopped making it. I think 2014 is the last.
They've been rumored to come back, but they've been rumored to come back hella times. So I don't think they'll come back because you can't use.
You gotta play one. That shit was fun.
No, I might have played one once or twice, but it wasn't like my game. Like I didn't have a game of it. I didn't have a copy.
You played 2K?
Dude, I used to fucking play 2K. I used to grind that shit as a kid. Bro, I would be, hey, you ever watch Chris Move?
Hell yeah.
I'd be on that shit.
Hell
he had my player. I would be on my player, bro.
I'm weird.
Trying to ball up. And then my park was pretty fun for a while. I played my park for a while. Me and Juan used to fucking terrorize kids on there.
I'm weird.
Bro, it was so fun to just talk shit to kids.
I love Chris.
And we'd have some like little kids. Like we'd have like 6-year-olds on our team because it was threes, and it was just hilarious, bro. Just retarded little kids,
bro. I love watching Flight, bro. His basketball.
This fool loves Flight reacts.
His basketball reaction, like NBA shit.
Dude, he's just. My God. Have you seen him play basketball?
Yeah,
fucking retarded,
he's terrible. It's funny because he says, "Oh, I could do that," or "He stole my move" and shit.
Yeah, but he'll make like one shot and then just go absolutely shit crazy.
Dude, that's why I love him, bro. He's fucking hilarious. He's a character.
He knows he's a troll though. He knows he's a troll.
No, yeah, that's why he does it, bro.
Persona.
Hey, some of his music videos are fucking good as fuck though. You gotta watch
the production.
Yeah,
not the actual music itself.
I mean, the music goes. I would say watch it for the video and not like the rap, but it goes with it, so it's not bad. It makes it. It adds to it, if anything.
Is he still doing like making music now?
Yeah, he's pretty good. I mean, I like it.
Yeah. Check it out.
It's funny. It's definitely in his YouTube rap category.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm not comparing him to any like
actual. Yeah.
Well, not. I feel like that's not even fair to like say that. Oh, he can't be a musician like that. But
no, yeah, he definitely can. You know? Yeah, but yeah, you definitely see him for what he got himself famous for.
Yeah, but just basketball reactions. I used to watch Madden. Like,
hey, you ever watch somebody named Duke the Killer?
I'm not too sure. That sounds familiar though.
He was the funniest Madden player back in the day, bro. This fool would just scream. Bro, he would have like complaints. His neighbors complaining on him while he's playing Madden because he's screaming. And like the cops would come to his house. Like, is everything all right in here? Yeah, I'm just making a video.
I'm weak.
Fucking just, bro. But he like deleted his shit and like he's not on the internet anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm weak. That's funny as shit.
But yeah, he's a fucking one of the Madden goats.
Did you ever watch White Boy 7th Street?
Yeah.
Dude,
that fool is hilarious. Hey, remember? Did you ever see when that fool got like went to prison for weed?
Yeah. That was like kind of after his downfall.
Yeah, that was after.
Not to say he like a downfall like that.
He just fell off.
Yeah,
he just fell off.
Call of Duty wasn't that important anymore to a lot of people.
But bro, did you ever see the videos where he's like trolling one of the dads?
Like over the mic? Yeah. Dude, yes. Over the game? Oh my God.
I think it was called Angry Dad or some shit like that. And he would just talk
dude. Shit. Oh, I loved all that shit, bro.
Like he would act like he was gay and shit. And like the dad would get
fucking saying gypsy all the time and shit.
Yeah. I got 50 fucking online gold medal championships, bitch. Like he
gold medal athletic
and the dude would just be pissed.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not even playing. My son's in the other fucking room. I'm just here talking shit to you. Like just yelling at him, bro. It's just funny.
Shit. His dolphin dies.
Bruh, that fool used to be the GOAT, bro. Yeah. Honestly, I miss that fool. He was a legend.
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing now.
He just streams on Twitch. He just gets drunk and shit. Yeah. Plays poker.
Did you ever get into like the professional Call of Duty like scene?
No. I mean, I know about like. I mean, I just know like Nade Shot and like Team Optic and like
Yeah.
I just know that team pretty much in COD.
Bro, I used to like watch that shit.
Really?
Yeah. Like there were some characters, bro. Like, have you ever seen a video like in like a real like in-person tournament and they're just like yelling at each other?
What do you mean? Oh, like they're sitting next to each other?
Yeah, they're just screaming at each other.
Yeah.
Like it's just they just act like it's something so crazy, bro. It's just funny to see them get all wild.
Yeah, all hype and shit.
Yeah. But no, I used to follow that shit. It was cool, but I mean, as Call of Duty got worse and worse. I did that for
League of Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
they got like kids get scholarships for that shit now.
Which is dope though. Fuck it.
That's crazy that's a thing, bro.
Do you see video games as a sport?
Hell nah.
No.
Hell nah. I'll never say that. I don't get people that say that. Like it's just it's not what is a sport? It's a physical activity. Like you can yeah.
Is that a definition?
Yeah. Like what sport do you know that does not have some sort of physical activity? Like some people will say like NASCAR, but I don't think of NASCAR as a sport.
I mean, NASCAR, you have to be able to drive that shit.
Okay, you have to be able to drive, but if you like that doesn't equate it to being a sport. Do you think it's a sport?
NASCAR?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's a skill. I mean, it's a skill. But like just because you can't do it, like you also can't fly a helicopter. Is that a sport? Like if there was like a helicopter race or some shit, would you consider that a sport?
So, okay.
I wouldn't.
So then you're not really arguing if it's a sport. It's more if it's a physical activity.
Well, a physical activity it is a sport. All sports have physical activity. Huh?
So then it is a sport.
What?
Video games.
No, hell no, it's not.
How is it not a physical activity?
It's not. What are you doing? Moving your thumbs?
Moving your hands?
That is not, bro. You're going to consider that okay, so then is writing an essay a physical activity?
Yeah.
No.
But no, you wouldn't say that's a sport. Huh? You wouldn't say that's a sport.
Exactly. So why are you saying video games are a sport if you're just moving your thumbs?
Because you can make money off of it and you're
competing.
But
that's a competition. That's not a sport.
Okay.
I consider sports to be something physical that you have to like your heart starts pumping like
you never got in the zone and felt your heart
no. I mean from anticipation, not actually from
exactly.
It's not like a real sport, bro. It's not. It's not. I'm sorry. I never will consider it to be a sport.
That's funny.
I mean there's a lot that goes into it, don't get me wrong, but it's not a sport. It's an activity.
I'll give you that. It's an
activity. I'll give you that. That people compete in for a lot of money. Like, would you consider poker a sport? Because you're moving your hands and you're making money.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know.
Fuck no, it's not. I'm not considering it. That's ridiculous. I don't think that's...
Is that considered a sport, like, generally?
What?
Poker.
I think some people might consider it to be... Like, some people, I think, consider chess to be a sport.
Okay.
Or, like, I don't consider, like, pool to be a sport.
I got you. Yeah.
Like, something like basketball, football, soccer, like, track. Something like that. No. Badminton, I would consider that a sport,
Have you ever played it?
Is that, like, the table one? Or which one?
No, it's like the big old flat bat. You, like, smack it. It's like
aren't you have to, like, move around, though?
I mean, it's like, I feel like it's like a smaller baseball field. It's not other baseball.
I mean, if you're moving and hitting things, I would consider it a sport. Like, tennis is definitely a sport. You have to run around.
Tennis is hard.
Tennis, that shit's hard. What about table tennis? Ping pong? Yeah. Bro, they get crazy. Hey, have you seen some professional ping pong players? Bro, they'll stand like 20 feet away from the table.
Just smacking.
I would say that's a sport. Because you're doing it over and over and over and over. If you're really good at it.
That's funny with the little ass shorts.
You can master it, bro.
That's funny.
It's crazy.
Are you good at ping pong? Have you played it?
I'm decent once I get in a groove, but my backhand is what's my downfall. I can't backhand for shit.
I don't even remember. What's up, Emily?
Just got home from work, the money maker of the house. But no, I wouldn't consider. Would you consider, Emily? Would you consider? What were we saying? Would you consider video games to be a sport?
No.
We got a no. We got 2/3 vote. That's a no. So, what else is going on? Another fire, another day, another fire in California. You were talking about leaving. Are you actually gonna leave?
I mean, once I'm all set up.
I think once I'm done with school, I'll consider it.
Yeah,
because,
it's a big change though.
Bro,
you gotta really
especially being in the valley, bro. I feel like it's just bad for like our health because this is where everything gets sucked into. Yeah. All the ash, all the nasty shit, like all the heat, and it just gets trapped here.
Yeah.
And like we're constantly breathing that shit in. But it's probably not as bad as if we lived in like LA.
Very
or like
true.
Like a bigger
shit
city.
Stinks in some places.
Dude, it's the smog and everything. Bad. It's terrible.
LA's so big. It's
what? Okay, so what state would you consider going to then? Florida. I feel like you'd fit well in Florida.
Nah, I'm not going to Florida. Okay. I don't think I would want to risk a hurricane.
Dude,
those motherfuckers. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's terrible.
That's crazy. Maybe East Coast somewhere.
Yeah,
like
on the
upper
east.
Maybe like Wyoming or Denver.
Wyoming?
Yeah. Wyoming is
go
older
crazy
though.
There?
Nah. When I was like older and retired.
Yeah.
I would chill out there. Yeah.
What would you do out there? Just look
I
at
want
your
a ranch.
land. Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you have some cattle or some shit?
Probably horses.
Oh shit.
But we'd see, I don't know.
Some weed fields?
I don't know how good it is to grow weed there. Right. I bet that shit is probably trash.
I mean, if you do it indoors, you could grow some fire. But probably not too crazy.
Maybe Seattle though, or like Oregon.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I can see that. What about like Washington?
Washington would be cool.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
It goes what? California, Washington, Oregon, or Oregon?
Oregon, then Washington.
I got you.
If I'm not mistaken.
Do you know your geography pretty good?
Sometimes. My brain picks and chooses when. Yeah. Not really, honestly.
That shit is.
Like, I mean, there's only you're talking about in terms of like where the states are at.
Yeah.
Like,
Could I know you name all of them?
I couldn't tell you where New York's at, bro. I couldn't.
Oh, I mean, I could give you the general area.
Oh, the general area, but the exact like.
Oh yeah, no, I couldn't.
Space and land.
I couldn't.
I could give you California. I can give you Florida. I can give you Texas. And that's probably it. I can give you Indiana, because I'm a fucking Colts fan, so I know what that state looks like.
I couldn't tell you where that is.
Hell no, you couldn't. I know you could. There'd be no way.
Is it the one that? Nah, I don't even.
It's like the long one with like the little zigzag at the end, and then kind of like.
What a weirdly shaped state.
Yeah, it's pretty weird.
Damn, I can't imagine growing up in another state, dude. Imagine growing up in like Missouri.
Bro, your shit would be. You would be a completely different person. I feel like.
Hell yeah.
Completely different.
Hell yeah. What's different there? Where's the one that grows corn? Is that no?
That's Indiana.
Oh, that's Indiana.
Yeah.
What is Green Bay?
That's cheese? Wisconsin. Cheese, yeah.
Oh, I'm weak. Cheese, potatoes. Yeah, potatoes is Idaho. Huh? That's weird. Know. I think so.
Yeah.
But
bro, how funny. Weird is it that like sports gambling is not legal? Like throughout the whole United States.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird that it's only in Vegas.
Well, I'm talking about like online like sports gambling.
I'm weak. Yeah, I don't know.
Gambling like that is like not legal in California, I don't believe yet.
Because I think it has to do with like players betting on shit, right?
But that's just dumb. Like how are you gonna
games and shit?
I mean, you can try and regulate that, but how are you going to stop the whole entire country from being able to do what they want with their money?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, I think it's just another like.
That's strange. I wonder what laws are in place.
Grown-up adults should be able to make informed decisions on what they want to do with their money. Like, if you want to gamble some money, you live in America, you should be able to gamble some damn money.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. That's strange.
I think it's pretty wild, but. It just goes to show you like how inconsistent some of the shit that we have here is. Like
definitely,
it's not
there's a lot
clear cut in terms of like all around the board what you can and can't do. Like there's certain things, especially now with COVID. In California, I'm pretty sure throughout the whole state they're probably going to mandate that for indoor eating or anything you have to show your vaccine card. They have that implemented.
You think that's really happening?
That's already happening, and they're already implementing in San Francisco.
Oh shit!
You didn't hear that?
I might have heard someone talk about it, but I didn't know it
So
was
in
that
San
big.
Francisco, nearly everything that you do indoors you have to show your vaccine card or you're not allowed in.
Damn.
Yeah, so um I don't know if that means grocery stores too, or you literally like if you don't have a vaccine, you can't get like essential items you need, but that's gonna be a
That's
thing.
crazy.
So, what do you think about that?
I I don't think that's a good thing. I think they shouldn't be doing that because I don't think everybody needs to take the vaccine. But
Hmm.
if you want to, fuck it, go for it. Because I have it. I did it because my mom wanted me to. But
Uh-huh.
other than that,
I mean,
I don't care.
where I kind of stand with it is like if you have the vaccine and you're wearing your mask, why are you worried about like if you're protected and you're protecting yourself, why are you worried about what other people choose to do? And especially if you have the ability to stay 6 feet away from them,
Mm-hmm.
like what are you worried about? Like
Yeah.
how are you like you can't force people to do like to choose what they want. Like if you can't give people an ultimatum, like um if you have them force them to get if they don't get vaccinated, they can't go inside. Like you're forcing them to pick a side. Like if you either don't get vaccinated and you don't have access to pretty much anything indoors, any indoor dining, anything like that, or you can get vaccinated, which you don't want to do, just so that you're able to do those things.
Yeah.
Like I don't think that's a good idea. I don't think it's morally right to make people choose like that. Like I think people should be able to do what they want with their bodies without having to feel like repercussions, stuff like that. Or not like even like social like outing, like everyone basically on the internet is like the kind of consensus online is that if you're not vaccinated, you're kind of like a piece of shit. Like you don't care about your country, you don't care about others, you don't this or that. But like they don't consider into the fact that you have the right to not do that if you so choose not to do that.
Yeah. That's
And I don't
funny.
think you should have rights taken away just because you decided not to get a shot in your arm. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I took a class. I don't know. I might have mentioned it before, but I took a class like when COVID, I think, first popped off. It was like a medical, not medical, but like a disease, a study on diseases, like
Uh huh.
all of them throughout history. And we learned about like the beginning of anti-vax and shit. And it's like, I think what really made like the vaccine like super, divided was like the politics behind it too.
Yeah, for
It,
sure.
it was so
It's always the
mainstream and like
politics.
everything just got divided from that point on, and
And then
that made it
it's
different.
not even what's right. It's just my side is right. And
Yeah, it's to
I'm
that
going to
point now.
dismiss all good points from your side because that's not important.
Yeah,
But don't confuse me as a person that's like anti-vax. Like I wouldn't not consider myself anti-vax at all. I think it's a good thing for people to get it. I think that if you want it and if you need it and it makes you even if it just makes you feel more comfortable or more safe, go ahead and get it. I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. I just think it's not right to make people choose, and if they choose not to get it, you have all these things taken away from you. You know what I mean? So like I think that's wrong. I don't think it's wrong to get the vaccine. I think it's a good idea if you so choose. And I don't really think you're probably going to be harmed by it because there's not a lot of people that have that are getting crazy side effects from it. Um, but it also you have to take into account though that it is right now in emergency use. Like the official full trials of the vaccine because it takes years for it to have long form trials and they haven't fully been like completed, so you don't 100% know for a fact that it's safe, but as far as it looks now it looks like pretty safe. So like there's that though that is not 100% fully tested out through years of research, you know what I mean? So you don't 100% know, but I mean I'm not saying that it's a bad thing or that after the trials are done, it's going to be like looked at as harmful. I don't think that at all. But that's just a fact that they have not been completed. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So there's that as well, which is another reason for a lot of people. Um, but yeah, dude, it really I think it's starting to divide. Like that's another reason for the divide in America. Like people are, if you don't get it, or if you like, a lot of families and like people or friend groups, like if you don't get it and your friend group has it, or like the general consensus is that it's good, or the general consensus is that it's bad. If you're on the other side of that, you're kind of more seen as like an outcast, and like you're not really either not talked to or not respected or just literally just like shunned. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's crazy, the whole political thing. I mean, I don't even know enough to really like speak on it confidently, but I just know that shit is crazy.
Yeah, dude. I don't know. I'm just interested to see what's next, honestly.
Yeah.
Like especially with the things that are going on right now in Afghanistan and shit. It's just
Do you
like
know more
everything's so
about that? Do you
surreal.
know like?
I mean, I know the general consensus. Like I've been asking like people what they think about it. And like some people, especially like I forgot who was talking about it, but some people were saying that like what was I saying? Some people were saying that you couldn't, like, we should have never have been there in the first place. And some people think that we should stay there now to get, what was it? We were trying to get U.S. citizens out or something like that. You're not too familiar with it? Yeah. So we pulled out before.
Are you talking about the plane? Like the
the
first
troops.
stages? I think it was the U.S. Embassy.
Because there was like 3 huge carrier planes that took like most of the troops out. So we pulled the troops out before, I guess, some American citizens that were still in the country. And I'm not sure, like, I think the issue was that they didn't have like a real safe way to get out of the country at that time. And like a lot of people were criticizing Biden for that because they weren't able to get them out safely and like quickly. I think that was the thing. So they think that they should, I think they're sending troops back out there. So it's like another thing that they're sending some people out there. I don't think it's as much. I think it's like they're going for more of a minimalist approach to protect the airport. Yeah. That's kind of the approach they're taking.
That's crazy to think about.
But like, dude, people were literally like climbing on, like there's footage that came out of people falling off the sides of the outer edges of like people are holding onto the outer rudders while it's flying just to escape. Like, bro, that's the lengths that you're going to go to. Like, cause bro, if you think about it though, like I'd never thought about this before, but like, the people that are like 20 years old in like Afghanistan or whatever, they haven't really dealt with like real like serious like a lot of them have not, some of them have not dealt with like real serious like takeovers, because there's for the last 20 years America has been there. So like there hasn't been anything really crazy, like no real crazy like Taliban
threat taking over the nation and shit.
Yeah, like there's been Taliban for sure, but there's still been like a lot of areas where we have secured.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So like the people that are going through it now with America pulling out, now they're really seeing how scary it is over there, because we're not over there to kind of mediate and like protect.
Yeah.
So like it's fully like going crazy. And the acting like president that was of the country or whatever, that fool fled the country without like really telling us.
That's crazy.
He just dipped.
That's
so he's out of there.
Crazy that
everything's falling apart.
The leader of the country dipped.
Yeah. Could you imagine that? Like, see, I'm out. You guys are out. I'm out. I'm not getting killed.
That's crazy. I can't imagine how the troops feel that are going back there. Because I feel like knowing a little bit about history, or at least not even that, watching movies, it seems like it's always the ones who like volunteer to go back. Like for like these types of trips, it's like the ones who volunteer, you know?
Yeah.
Just hella scarred from war. I cannot imagine being in the war. Fuck no.
I mean, that's what they signed up for, but I don't think that we should. I don't know, dude. It's a real like touchy subject, because on one hand, you don't want American troops to go out and like kind of die for no reason, or like even lose American troops is just terrible. You don't like, if you can avoid that, you at most costs you will. But on the other hand, you have not only U.S. citizens but citizens of what is it, Afghanistan, that are like trapped and are like don't really have much of a chance because their country literally gave up on them. So it's like you also have to put into account those people. But like at what point can we like claim responsibility for everyone's citizens? You know what I mean? Like we're really the only country that does shit like this.
Yeah,
like you'll never see like another country sticking their neck out for like another place. Like, yeah, they're like we're trying to build like allies and stuff like that. But like literally, bro, the president fled. Like they don't care. So like other countries can see that, and like they won't go into that. Like they won't put their people in for other people. I think it's cool that we do that, but at the same time, like I wouldn't go in there and like go fight for that. So like I don't expect other people to do that.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like it's probably a good thing to do, but like just risking American like soldiers' lives for something that was really kind of inevitable. Like, what are we just gonna stay in Afghanistan forever? Like we're always just gonna have troops there? Like I don't think that's a good idea either. So like whenever we chose to pull out, this was gonna happen. You know what I mean?
Eventually.
So like you kind of just gotta do it and like let whatever.
Rip the Band-Aid off.
Yeah, like it's gonna happen eventually. What are you gonna play this game forever?
Yeah.
So like, I mean, as sad it is to say, like this world isn't perfect, and some of the stuff that's gonna happen is not good. But I don't think that we're more morally obligated to go and stick our necks out for a country that's leader doesn't even care and will just leave at the like any signs of. You know
Just think, dude, this all started because of 9/11.
Yeah.
Just a whole
and here we
war,
are.
And we haven't beat them yet. That
20
was
years
like
later.
2001.
Yeah, 20
That's
years later.
Crazy.
We're here. But
that's a long
bro,
war.
we've been in Afghanistan longer than like or
Kids
damn near as long
alive.
as I've been alive.
That's crazy to me, bro. That's not talked about enough, I feel like.
It's just some of the shit that's going on behind the scenes that people aren't aware of, bro. Like, just stuff that's like out there that people just don't really care about.
Don't know.
It's just like, bro, do you realize that some of this shit is gonna be like the reason why we either fail or succeed as like humans?
Yeah.
Like this isn't like your fucking entertainment awards. This is like real like what's gonna happen next type shit. Like this could push us into a good place or a bad place. And especially because there's just like two sides really. There's like either capitalists or communists, bro. And like humans would rather fight it out for the better idea in terms of how society should be than just realizing that we have differences and working together.
Very true.
Like,
have you ever played Sid Meier's
I have, yeah.
game?
I have. I never really got deep into it, but that game was pretty fun.
I fuck with that game, and that just reminds me of politics and shit. Like, just controlling.
No, it's that was pretty fun back in the day.
But no, politics. I don't know. I think it's hard to get in at an early age or like understand it even because it's so confusing. There's so much depth to it, you know.
I mean, especially if your parents because a lot of people's parents are obviously working and don't have really time to kind of break it all down or even watch it themselves. So it's like you're not really educated about it as a kid, and you kind of just have other interests. Like you just these people are doing whatever the hell they're doing with the country, like out of sight, out of mind. I don't really care because I can't really change it. So like, I don't know. I think it is important to educate younger people about stuff that's going on.
Definitely. I mean, do you think that should be like a class in school, like from an early age?
That's where you get into like the teacher pushing their own views onto your kids though, which is like, because I mean, the goal obviously is probably to teach objectively, but then again, teachers are humans, so
very true.
And a lot of them do want to push their ideas onto the kids, so that's where it gets kind of a weird area.
Not at an early age then.
But I mean, I think it should be more of the responsibility of the parent to kind of educate, because it is like, as much as especially people that are constantly worried about money are like short on money or whatever, obviously that has to come first, or else you can't live. But like, if you're doing all right, or if you're just like always busy for some reason or something, I don't know. I think it's worth looking into and worth like at least being aware of what's going on in politics.
Mm-hmm.
Like
having someone.
So a lot of people are not interested in it, but like there's some crazy shit, bro. Like there's some interest. Like I don't know how you're not interested in some crazy ass shit that's happening all around the world.
Yeah, changing the world, fucking
like
type shit.
It especially now, like politics are far more interesting than they ever been before.
Yeah.
With fucking, you got Trump, you got UFOs, you got all kinds of crazy. You got US Capitol riots. You got you got all kinds of crazy shit going on.
Just the internet in general. Just think about before the internet.
It's blown information sharing way up. So now you're getting information instantly as it's happening.
Exactly. So well, like, not even that. Like that's what we're kind of talking about. Like making laws for new shit. You know, having to deal with everything, freedom of speech on the internet.
That's
surveillance. Have you seen like the? Have you seen the episode of Joe Rogan with Edward Snowden?
I think so. Yeah,
I believe so. Have you heard about like the surveillance of like, you know, the CIA and shit on U.S. citizens?
Yeah, yeah.
Like all that shit is crazy. Like, what can the government do?
Well, I feel like I don't like. A lot of people think it's a conspiracy, but I do think that they are monitoring what you're doing and saying.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
For maybe it's not like a person doing it. Maybe it's an algorithm like flagging stuff. Mm-hmm. But I think it's definitely a thing that's happening within like the CIA or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think that's really too far fetched of an idea. Because like, I mean, they have the means to do it.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So like,
why would?
And they can act like it's under the disguise of like fighting terrorism or like trying to keep everyone safe.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're also taking notes of like what. I mean, for most people, you don't really have to worry about it, but it's just a thing of like privacy, and you'd rather not have people like listening to your phone calls or whatever.
Yeah.
Not even if they're not like. That's always like something that you think about, or not always, but it's always in the back of your head that it's a possibility. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like maybe it's not happening, but it could be happening. But it's nowhere near as bad as it is in China, bro. Imagine living in China. You got cameras watching you at all. You know they're listening to your shit. Like,
yeah.
It's they don't even try to hide it. Like they're watching. Yeah. They're watching and they're controlling everything that comes out in the media.
Dude, I can't imagine living there, like being.
Dude, one of the most dangerous jobs would be being a journalist and like being a real journalist that actually cares about facts.
Yeah, that. I don't know, man. That's crazy.
And did you hear about the like how they kind of like the whole NBA China thing with Hong Kong? So you know about how they Hong Kong was having like protests again. I think it was for like free speech or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. China was having protests, and like the NBA was kind of like supporting it, like the protests. Like,
oh really?
They had some like hashtags, or like LeBron was talking about it, and then China was like basically shut that shit down. Like they shut that shit down because they have, bro, a lot of their business is from China. Like they have China. I mean, NBA is huge in China.
Really?
Like they were gonna shut down sales, like cut that shit off. So the NBA like backed off of that shit. Damn. And that just shows how much control China has over like some American markets.
Yeah.
Because China can be like, okay, you're gonna support these protests. No one's allowed to watch the NBA in China. We're not selling any jerseys. None of that shit.
Yeah.
It's all gone if you want to do this. And the NBA is like, okay, I'm sorry. We will fuck Hong Kong. Fuck them.
That's crazy.
So
such a big
market, but like China is like they're into a lot of our shit like that. Like
no, yeah, that's
even Hollywood.
What do you mean?
Like movie sales, like ticket sales, bro. China kills it in ticket sales.
I do see like
they fucking kill it. So like if they, you know how much power that holds.
Oh shit.
The market over there is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like not only that, but what else? Everything is fucking made in China. Like this shit's probably made in China. This shit's probably made in China.
Yeah.
Like all their manufacturing, because the labor is so cheap over there. is made in
Dude,
China.
imagine working in a factory, dude.
Bro, did you know?
Fuck
Did you know
no.
at Apple, where they make the iPhones, they have nets around the
Oh yeah, I've seen
around the
something
thing
like
so
that.
people don't jump off.
Yeah, I've seen something like that.
And Apple's just like, fuck it. All right,
Some
we'll make them.
wild shit.
Bro, that's
Some
crazy that
wild
you would
shit.
rather support that than just making like fucking ethical like factories like within
Yeah.
America. Like that's really how low we're going. But that's
Just
I mean
'cause
that's a
it's
factor
cheap.
of capitalism though, because that's an option, so your competitors are going to choose that route.
Exactly.
And then if you don't choose that route, you're at a
There's no
disadvantage.
morals in business. I mean, there's some.
No,
but,
there's
you know.
there's really none. The only morals that there is for optics, so that it looks right, so that people
Yeah,
still
yeah.
support them. That's why everyone's like fake, like all these companies are like fake woke now.
I was gonna say that, like, I saw someone. Of course, I saw it on Twitter, but someone tweeted something about like companies just throwing up like a rainbow flag,
Oh, of
and
course.
like people being okay with that.
Yeah.
You know,
That's all they got to do to
Yeah.
fucking get their business. Like it's not like they actually care. Like they
Yeah.
just they want to act like they're on your side so they can get your business.
Exactly.
So
Oh, you know what I was gonna talk about? Talking about surveillance shit. The Seaspiracy, dude. I couldn't watch it, bro.
No?
He was too annoying. His voice, bro. He was pissing me
how
off.
much did you get through?
I got to the part where he was about to go into Japan to look at the
Oh, the
like the
the,
secret
the
markets,
whale
and they were
hunting
saying
or some
that
shit.
they were saying that like
I won't.
people they heavily like survey that area. And
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
you can't get into it.
Dude, that shit is a trip. That's one of
Yeah,
the
it was
craziest shit
wild.
I've ever seen.
That shit was wild. The part that I was watching. I think I probably watched like 30 minutes of it.
Dude, that shit's crazy.
But
Have you seen Cocaine Cowboys?
uh,
It's about like these fucking guys that like during the early 2000s they met some guy that had a contact with the Medellin cartel, and they were
Oh,
in
what?
they were in Florida, like they were the biggest cocaine like
oh
distributors from like
oh shit.
Colombia
Uh-huh.
to the United States.
Oh,
And they were
weed.
like they got so rich that they started racing like boats, like speedboats.
Uh-huh.
And they were like the drivers and shit, and like they were the same people that were like bringing in like tons of like
Oh,
cocaine into
weed.
fucking America. But they ended up getting like caught, and before like the trial, they were killing all the witnesses. Like all the people that were going to go up and stand for trial were getting murdered, and they somehow like they had the best like attorneys in the
Yeah.
world, and they actually won that case. But I guess I haven't finished it.
Damn.
Yeah, it's one of the
Is
craziest.
that on Netflix?
Yeah, I believe it's
I'm
on
watching
Netflix.
that.
But it's one of the craziest things to like happen, like in terms of like there was so much overwhelming evidence against them, but they were basically like the attorneys were basically claiming like all the witnesses, because there were a few witnesses that did testify that did make it, that like they were trying to say that they were like not good witnesses, and like just discrediting them and like just changing the whole narrative to eventually winning. But there was in the jury, I guess I haven't finished it, but they hinted that there was someone there that they were like paying off to like actually like
Damn.
be on their side and like sway everyone's opinions to like them being like
Yeah.
innocent. But I haven't finished it,
Crazy.
but bro,
I
it's
need to watch
wild.
that. You said that was in the 2000s?
It was, yeah, all the way to I think like I'm not gonna guess, but they were going for like 8 to 10 years with just like being clear, like that no one even
That's
like suspected
crazy.
anything. But yeah, dude, they but imagine being that dumb though. They had no like it was dirty money. Like they had no way they didn't have a like set up way of laundering it. And so like people are like, where are they getting the money to buy these like new $1 million boats every year? Like they would have two racing teams because they were like friends, and they would have one. They would race against each other, but there was like professional like speedboat racing, and they would be like you know Formula One racing. Like it would be millions of dollars to like upgrade it every year to get the best engine, the best aerodynamics, whatever. And like people are like, how the fuck are they having all this money? Like selling like tons and tons of cocaine.
That's fun. Damn, yeah, that's hella stupid.
But they fucking beat the system, bro.
Yeah, with money.
And they got out.
They must have billions of dollars. Maybe
Dude,
not billions.
no,
maybe
probably billions.
have people killed on the jury, bro. That's probably
crazy.
like $10 million.
Do you think all drugs should be legalized? All drugs.
That's a good question. I don't know.
I think so. Because I think people are going to use drugs regardless. And if you legalize it, not only can you tax it, but you can make it safe. Because
that's true.
A lot of people are dying from the fentanyl shit that they're putting in people's drugs.
Yeah.
And like people are overdosing and crazy. Like, because you don't now, obviously it's not regulated, so you're getting it from some like shady source that you don't know that it's good. So like, yeah, but no, you don't know what's in that shit. So people are gonna do it regardless of if fucking daddy government tells them they can do it or not.
Yeah,
people are gonna do it regardless.
Damn. So have you ever heard of spice?
Dude, yeah.
One of my friends smoked that shit. Are you serious? And got fucked up and had to go to the hospital.
I wouldn't doubt it, bro.
That shit is crazy.
That shit is terrible for your brain.
Really?
Yeah, like it's not good for you at all. Oh shit! Like people go.
I mean, if you go to the hospital.
Yeah, exactly. No, like that shit. Like, bro, you know that shit used to be legal. Damn. I don't know if it still is, but they would like.
I doubt it. There's no way it is.
It would say on the box like they would sell it at like at gas stations and shit, and it would say like not for human consumption. So they would say it was like for something else, but all people were using it to smoke. So like that was a loophole that they got around it.
That's crazy.
People were buying it and getting, because it was obvious, it was way cheaper than real weed.
Yeah.
So like people that didn't have money or just whatever would buy it and fucking it's not good. Like I don't know how that was a thing that got started, bro. Like what the fuck are you doing?
Fuck.
When there's a real thing out there, why would you synthesize and get some, like if it's good and it's healthy or whatever. But even then, but it's not like it's terrible for you. So why are you gonna? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I don't know. True. But back on the topic though, I think it should be legalized because people are gonna use it regardless, and it would eliminate all, like there would be no reason for a cartel to be smuggling drugs in if it's already legal and you can get a better product from America. You know what I mean? And I just think people should be allowed to make decisions and make mistakes, and not like risk their entire life over it. You know what I mean? Like if you not only that, but dying. If you decide to take part in cocaine, especially if you don't have a regular source or you don't know anybody, you're probably gonna get some whack ass shit, and you're probably going to have some shit in it that could probably kill you. Like obviously that's probably not a probable thing that's gonna happen, but it's still a thing that happens on a regular basis.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I think people should be allowed to be treated like adults, and I don't think that's I don't think that the government should allow people to decide what they should or shouldn't put in their body, as long as they're not harming anybody else.
Yeah. Did you get this from Hamilton Morris? Because this sounds exactly. I
mean, I was watching their shit yesterday, but I've had these like thoughts for a while. Like, when
I watched it, I didn't think that way, and I was like. After that, I was like, yeah, that kind of makes more sense to me.
Yeah, because like if people are going to be violent, they're going to be violent. Like, I mean, obviously crazy drug, like even like meth, like people are going to choose to do that shit. And like if they hurt other people, then it's a crime. But if they want to put whatever they want to put in their body, and they're not hurting anybody else, who are you to tell them not to live like that?
Yeah, I feel
you know what I mean? Well, like. A crime is a crime. If you commit a crime, you should be reprimanded and arrested. But I don't think you shouldn't be considered a criminal for having a substance that you're going to consume for yourself.
Yeah. How do you feel about steroids in like sports?
I think that it's I think a lot of people do it. Like
really?
Yeah.
I wouldn't doubt
especially like in the Olympics. Like did you hear about the whole thing about Russia? You didn't know? Like they're banned from the Olympics.
Really?
Because they had a statewide program where they would fucking juice up their athletes. Like there's a whole documentary about it.
I'm weak. So they didn't compete at the Olympics this year?
I don't think so. I don't know if it's over, but a few years ago they got banned from the Olympics because dude, there's literally on record video of this guy telling you exactly how he did it, how he would get get it without like juice them without the people from the Olympics finding out.
Oh,
And like,
shit.
bro, it was like he said, yes, we fucking doped our athletes, and they got banned from that shit.
Why?
So
I wonder why he came out and said all
I
that shit.
don't think I think he quit or some shit like
Oh.
that, something like that. I don't know, but bro, yeah, they got banned from the Olympics. So I think a lot of people do it, and I think I don't know, dude. Like it's hard because I don't think it's right, but I think people are gonna do it regardless. So like it's just not fair to those that aren't doing it and are trying to compete.
Yeah.
So like I don't know, a thought would be like having that be its own separate category, like super athletes that are like juiced up, like you can see them go head up, or you can see regular people, but I don't know if like that would be something that would be palatable to like a consumer.
Yeah, splitting it. You remember when they tried making the flag football shit pop in?
Yeah,
like,
I think that's still a thing, dude. I think people still do that. I mean, that's
remember
cool
seeing
if people
that
watch
shit.
it, but like it's not ever gonna be something that's big.
Yeah.
Like there's already something that exists that's called the NFL that's way more exciting.
yeah.
So like I don't know.
I just remember that shit popping off because there was no football. That's funny though.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched arena football?
Yeah, I watched a little like some shit of it. Did you ever see the XFL?
I think so. It was like the other.
That was
league,
the dude that owned the WWE. He started an NFL league.
I'm weak. I'm weak.
And it was more like
the XFL one letter change.
Dude, they were gonna have that shit bring that shit back too.
Really?
Like 8 teams. I don't know if they're still doing it. I haven't heard about it in a while, but apparently they're trying to bring it back. But it was just like because they're trying to say like the NFL is like got pussified because of like the whole CTE. So like there's more rules like shit that you can't do.
Whoa.
So like they're trying to say like, oh, bring back football, like that's their kind of pitch. So it's like I don't know. Like,
I'm weak, dude. That's crazy.
Wouldn't you want the players to be safe and not have to worry about?
Some people don't give a fuck. Why not?
No, of course people don't give a fuck. But I don't think it's. I mean, I think it should exist because if there's a market for it, then and people are willing to do that and they know the risks, then that's your decision. Like going back to everything else, that's your decision. But I'm not gonna watch it because I don't support that. So, like,
I feel you.
You know what I mean? Like, I support keeping the players safe and like making sure that they're able to walk 20 years from now.
Yeah.
Making sure they're able to speak 20 years from now. You know what I mean? Like fucking head injuries are no joke, bro.
Have you seen that movie that came out? What was it called? Concussion?
Yeah, with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the thing that really got everyone thinking about it.
Yeah, I heard a lot about it.
That's where a lot of innovation from like there was already innovation as far as helmets go, but just trying to find ways to make it more safer for the players. And I feel like that's where it really started to kick off. Like, because that really shined a light into like how that shit can affect people later on down the road, and it changed a lot of people's minds, and it got like the mass audience of people aware about it.
Oh shit, nice.
So
yeah, I need to watch it. I've heard good things about it.
Would you let your kids play tackle football?
I don't know. I really started thinking about that when like
I don't think there's I don't think there should be tackle football for kids. Truly.
Really?
I don't think there's a reason for it. Too young. I mean, let them learn the game.
Though, no.
I mean, yeah, but like, do you really want your little kid to get a brain injury that young while his brain is developing?
Yeah, that's very
like true. A risk of that. You know what I mean?
Very true.
Like I think at that stage they should be developing fundamentals and learning skills outside of hitting. Yeah. Because I just don't. I don't think useful. I mean, it would be useful for down the road if they're trying to go pro and like having that fundamental down of learning how to tackle and playing with pads on is a good thing. But I think you can still do that outside of like you can just practice with pads on or something. Like you don't just going full speed with little kids. They don't even really know how to hit, so they're lowering their head and they're getting like that's just terrible for kids to get brain injuries that young. I don't think there's a need for it.
When do you think they should be able to start?
Probably like maybe middle school or high school would probably be a good starting point. I feel like, because then that's when more people start to get more serious about it. And that's when I feel like it wouldn't take that long to get used to shoulder pads and like learning how to hit and tackle and stuff like that. Like there's not too much to it. There's a technique to it for sure, but it doesn't take that long to get used to.
Yeah.
So, but the worst thing about football for me was fucking after after the summer would be over and you'd get your helmet and wearing that helmet for like one of the first few days, you just get the worst headaches, bro. The whole practice, and you just want to take your helmet off for like 2 seconds just to relieve some pain. That was the worst part.
I remember that.
Getting used to
yesterday. The helmets got cool though. They used to be ugly as fuck. Now they're making them look cool.
No, they're making them. Yeah, they're making them better and better each year. But
football, and then throwing on the whole thing for the first time, just being hella hot,
dude. Especially in the Central Valley where it's 106 degrees.
That shit was bad.
It's one of the hottest places to play football.
On the dry, you're not even on calm floors yet. You're fucking on the dry ass field behind the school.
You got the dirt and shit.
Dirt surrounding the whole thing.
Damn. Did you ever play on turf?
Yes, I hated it.
You get all cut up,
shit all up in your helmet, in your face, in your shoes. And
especially in daytime when it's like 5 degrees hotter on the field.
Dude, you're
at Fresno. Have you ever been on Fresno State turf in the daytime?
Terrible.
Oh my god.
Just explode.
You feel the heat. You feel you see, not only feel it, but you see it. Like you see the heat waves. Yeah. It's ridiculous in the daytime. But yeah, dude, for people that are playing football in the Central Valley, you really got to be dedicated because it is hot.
It is.
So, but I mean, football is a great sport. I'm not gonna sit here and shit on it.
Do you think it's your favorite?
Oh, by far.
Yeah.
It's just because that's what I've played and that's what I've been interested in my whole life. Like I like basketball, but I don't follow it closely, especially because I don't like the whole like fucking super team. Like all the good players are on one team. I kind of lost interest after the Warriors and the Cavaliers played 4 finals back to back. Like, okay, dude, this is getting boring. Like pretty much every year in the NFL, there's something different. I mean, obviously except for the Patriots, but that's an outlier.
Yeah,
because they were in the Super Bowl for fucking 10 years, like almost 10 years straight type shit. Yeah, but I mean, he's on a different team now, and it's different. And it wasn't a super team though. It wasn't like it wasn't players that were just average. It was.
Some of them were
not. It was just unknown, like not superstars.
Yeah,
like you wouldn't have like Tom Brady was really the only superstar. I mean, you had other good players, but it wasn't like huge names. Like, you had Gronk and shit like that, but for a lot of it, but defensively and like in terms of like receivers, he didn't have a lot to work with for most of his career.
Yeah.
But I mean, football is more interesting to me because I kind of see it as like a chess game, bro. Like it's back and forth in terms of like strategy, and there's just so much different shit that goes into it in terms of like game planning and like just knowing your opponent's strengths and weaknesses, and like there's just so much different shit that goes into it. That it's just there's so much you can take away.
You think if we played Madden, you would beat me?
Oh, for sure. I'd fuck you up, bro. I've been playing Madden for fucking 10 years. I want to play now. You get destroyed.
I want to play.
But what book you got here? What is this?
This is called, it's Coach. Have you ever heard of Coach Wooden? He was a coach for UCLA.
Tony Dungy. Is he on there? What is that?
I might have seen his name in here. What? Oh, I don't know who that is. Oh, the foreword is by him. I guess
that's the same guy.
Like the introduction, but there was this. I read this book. I just finished it, and it's his story, or not his story, but he lived by like 7 creeds. Let me have it on my phone right here.
7 creeds,
like 7 principles, like to kind of live up to, and I wanted to share them and see what you thought. Let's see, where is it? Find it. Okay, the first one, be true to yourself.
Okay.
The second one is help others. Number 3, which is probably my favorite because it makes me more productive, I feel like. Make each day your masterpiece. That was my favorite. The next one, whatever. Drink deeply from good books, especially the Bible. I haven't read the Bible, but...
Good books. Applies.
Number 5, make friendship a fine art. Number 6, build a shelter against a rainy day by the life you live. And number 7, pray for guidance and counsel and give thanks for your blessings each day.
I mean, those are good. Yeah, those are good principles. I feel like that's a good basis starting line. I mean, those are Coach Wooden's 7 commandments.
Something like that.
Nah, but I don't think it's a end all be all like fit everybody.
That's true, yeah.
But I mean, those are none of them are bad things to go by. But I think I don't know, bro. Just humanity is so complex, especially now in the age. Like this is the first 20 years that we've been with the internet.
Yeah,
and it's already like just so insane. Like, it's not comprehensible to think where it'll be in the next 20 to 50 years. Like, dude, there's already. Did you see on Facebook? What's his Zuckerberg? Facebook is Zuckerberg the Facebook guy?
Yeah,
he was doing a virtual reality meeting with some other lady from a news source or some shit, and it was like a virtual reality set of them, like in the recently? And they have their headsets on. They're talking to each other, so it's like
what?
It's like they're not in the same like area, and they're interviewing each other like they're seeing each other virtually.
It's like a virtual office.
Yeah, it's a virtual office. You haven't seen that?
So you know, in Sims, you have your characters, your avatar.
Yeah.
You can see each other's avatars. So it's like a virtual meeting.
What the fuck?
Yeah, so especially now with COVID, where people don't want to be moving around and shit, I feel like that's gonna be something that we probably will start seeing, virtual reality interviews where you're actually the fucking like virtual world and you're like looking at another virtual person in a set. Shit's wild, dude.
I got to see that because that's crazy.
I think I saw it on Facebook somewhere, but I don't.
Do you have a VR?
Yeah, I do.
Which one do you have?
The Oculus.
Okay, I have that one too. Have you used it?
I've used it a little bit. I want to download this one game. It's like a Call of Duty type game, but I haven't just had the time to really like fuck with it. I've been playing Madden right now. I've been fucking trying to get this shit going. School started, but I'm gonna get that shit and I'm gonna try that out. But I forget what the game's called, but I want to test it out, see what's up with it. VR is hella fun though. That shit is pretty cool. And I think we're kind of at a crude version of what we're gonna see in the future. Like it's good now, don't get me wrong, but in the future, I don't know, bro. I think they're gonna find a way to get you 100% fully immersed to where you have like you're able to feel.
Ready Player One shit.
You're able to feel and like smell what's going on somehow. Damn. Imagine if they get it to where you're able to.
You did some shit like that. Well, not smell, but the one in Vegas, huh?
Oh,
the treadmill type shit.
So that one where you were like running, and like you actually had like you were in this circle thing, and it had like you have the controllers and you have the goggles on, but you moved your feet, and like it would like move for you and the character. It was pretty wonky, but it was still pretty cool to like move around actually with your feet. It was hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. You would like fucking float around and shit. Like it was not good, but it was fun definitely. Yeah. But like like 10, 20 years from now, VR is gonna be something out of this world.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. Have you seen that movie Ready Player One?
Yeah.
Do you think that it'll be like a suit like
an Oasis?
That? You mean like you remember the suit that he put on where he like feels everything?
Yeah, I mean I think that's a possibility. Or it'll just be from the chip in your brain, from the Neuralink shit.
Yeah, that'd be.
Then you could feel. Then your brain could create that shit. Yeah, create sensations. Probably some shit. Some wild technology that sounds fucking preposterous right now.
Yeah.
But it's science fiction right now. But in 10 years, 20 years, I don't think it will be.
Who knows? Yeah. Who knows?
But dude, it's crazy. What a time to be alive, dude. We're gonna see like some like. You think in our lifetime we'll see people living on Mars? Like a civilization
like
on Mars.
There. It sure seems like
I think probably by like 2050, 2060, we'll see a little colony.
30 years?
Yeah. I'm thinking, because, dude, you really got to like technology is expanding at an exponential rate. Like it's getting faster and faster and faster. Like everything's getting way better, especially with all this AI shit that's being implemented. Like, bro, that's just gonna blow up.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Did you hear about that thing? It was a couple years ago, but Facebook, like, they had like two AIs like interact with each other, and they like created like a new language or something.
I think
I remember hearing something
it was in like a
that.
chat log or some
long
shit.
time ago.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what would happen nowadays, dude.
Dude, you're gonna start seeing like robots walk down the street and shit.
You won't even be able to tell that they're robots at some point.
I wonder if they would take that route with it to make it like hyper realistic. I don't think that's a good idea.
Doubt it. I wouldn't.
That's a terrible idea. I would want some sort of identification that it's a robot. What if robots are gonna start demanding like full rights?
That's the movie Detroit, or not movie, the game, huh?
I haven't played it, but
I think they start asking for like equality and shit.
Dude, that's what if we're able to create like consciousness through robots?
I don't know if it's possible.
I mean, we're gonna find out in our lifetime for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is definitely gonna be a huge like clue, or like that's just something huge. Like, can you create consciousness, or is it something that's like given to you?
Yeah. I don't know, dude.
We'll see. We're going to find out in our lifetime.
Yeah. I don't know, though. I don't know how close it is. I think that's probably closer than going to Mars, though.
The whole AI thing?
Yeah, because I don't
know.
Just think.
I still think we're a ways out from that.
From the AI?
From perfecting it and getting it to a point where it's smarter than us. Like, I think in parts of it, like, obviously, parts of AI is way smarter than us already, but just bringing everything together. Yeah. Like, I feel like they're only good at, like, calculation or, like, fucking marketing or whatever. Like, they have their certain areas of expertise, but they haven't built, like, a full consciousness together. Board, yeah. So, like, I think that will take a while, and I don't think we'll see that for a while, but when we do, shit's gonna start getting crazy, dude.
Yeah. I mean, when I was looking into like building my PC, I was just learning like all the electronic world is different. Like building computers.
I'm so ass at that shit, bro.
Yeah,
I missed the wave.
I was a console all the way up until recently.
Exactly.
But I don't know.
We'll see, dude. You think we'll see aliens in our lifetime?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I honestly don't know.
Bro, imagine that though. Like I wouldn't believe it though. Like, imagine one day you look up and you see the news reporting like a video of like some sort of like interdimensional being that's not from this planet type shit.
Yeah, it would be very hard to believe. It would be like, I'd be very hard to believe.
Let me go look at this shit. Let me go fucking fact check it. Make sure this shit's real. Bro.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd just be crazy how
to release something like that. Then I would believe it.
Actually, I think I would be more skeptical if the government did that shit.
Why?
Because you trust the government. I don't trust them motherfuckers.
But why would they feel comfortable enough to share it? If
they're already sharing shit though.
But not like that. Not.
They're sharing. They're sharing like crude videos and like documents and shit like that. But they're not sharing.
I think they exist for sure. I don't think we've seen like the alien.
Do you believe the Bob Lazar story?
It seems like it checks out to me from what I've seen. The videos, everyone says that he's
if you believe that, then you believe that there is some sort of alien like crash, like some sort of ship that they're trying.
I definitely think
work on.
We've probably recovered something before.
Yeah, bro, that's crazy though. Like, what are the chances? I don't know about
bodies and like
the thing that's hard for me to get past on that is like, what are the chances of like some like alien being able to travel to other places? And like, obviously you have to have some insane amount of technology and like understanding of like movement and shit like that. What are the chances that all of a sudden they're gonna crash on Earth? Like, you have some crazy fucking ridiculous spaceship that can move at the fucking speed of light, but you crash it somehow. Like, what the fuck? How is that possible? Like,
student driver
and I don't think being able to be shot down is a thing, bro. You can move like that, like at rates that we're not even aware of, like how to do. Like, how is it possible to move from fucking at light speeds? Like, that's not something that we can do.
That's
you know what
very true.
So like being able to track it and like shoot a missile at it is kind of out of the question.
Yeah, I doubt they shot it down. It would, but yeah, that crashing doesn't make sense.
It's like it could happen, but the possibilities of it happening are like
so you think he's
slim.
Crazy?
I don't think he's crazy. He could, because his story, it matches. For like 40 years, he's been able to tell a consistent story, and he has records showing that he worked there. And they have, like it's a known fact that the base or whatever that he worked at was trying to scrub him from the like all records. So like there's something going on there, but like I don't know. I mean, for me to fully believe it, I'd have to see some hard like evidence.
Well, what else do you need?
I need physical proof
of what?
Of some sort of ship. Or like some like firsthand evidence.
You don't think they have top-notch security on that?
Oh, of course. That's why I won't get out. So like, I mean, I'm skeptical, but like, I'm not saying that it's not possible or that I don't believe his story. But like, I'm just there's you don't really win anything for believing in it because you don't know. You don't fully know. So like, I just like to be subjective about it and not really like. I mean, it's possible for sure, but. I'm not going to sit here and say for a fact I know that his story was legit because we don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely like a fun thing to think about. And like, it's something that you want to believe because it's just crazy. And like, everything's telling you like, bro, this is insane. Like if this is real, like you just want to believe it because it's so out there, but it's just something that other people don't want you to know.
Yeah.
But like, you have to kind of look past the whole wanting to believe it and just look at the facts and like look at what's actually known about that. And all you really have is his story. You don't have any actual factual, like you have the fact that he worked there and you have the fact that he stayed consistent, but you don't have pictures, video. You don't have hard evidence. Yeah. That's like kind of soft evidence. That's just you have to take his word for it.
Yeah.
So
I don't know, man.
Shit's getting crazy though, dude. Shit is getting crazy. And global warming is getting fucking crazy. So
I haven't really seen too much about it. I haven't seen it trending as much on Twitter.
Well, I think the whole COVID is taking over the news.
I guess that's true, yeah.
And
I guess that is true.
I don't know, dude. I think we're not sustainable. Like we don't care about sustainability. And there's just so many different like leaders and it's just hard for everyone to get together and like make a plan and stick to it. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
And
no one's ever gonna agree on the same thing though. So that's the thing.
And money is pretty much everything still. Everything's still up for competition.
Do you think we'll ever get over that? Or find something else or some other way to...
Well, I mean, what do you want, like communism? Like
no, I have no idea. I'm just wondering.
I'm like, what, like, I don't see it. I'm not creative enough to come up with another sort of like society. Okay. So I don't know like how else you would be able to distribute funds and still have people willing to work and like stuff like that. Like, I mean, I still think that making money is always going to be a part of humans, but I don't think that it should be number one priority, especially for those that are like have multi-billion-dollar companies. Mm-hmm. Like I think that you're able to factor in ethical ways of being able to run your business while still making like a shitload of money. Like that shouldn't be your like end all be all. Like you shouldn't dump shit into the ocean to save like a few $1,000, a few $100,000, whatever it is. Like, I still think that you should factor in sustainability for who's going to come next. Are you having kids? Like, do you want those kids to have a life? Do you want their kids to have a life? Or do you only care about your money right now? You know what I mean? Like,
I feel like even at that point, they're not even thinking of like
the future.
No, not even like the safety of their kids because they have money. They're going to be able to afford whatever the fuck they need,
but like if we don't have a planet to fucking be able to live on.
That's way down the line though. They're not thinking about it like that.
That's true. But I mean, it's still imminent future. Like
Yeah.
we're seeing the impacts of shit like that right now. Like we're seeing fucking all the ice caps melting.
Yeah.
We're seeing like crazy, ridiculous weather that's just getting out of control in terms of like hurricanes and like all kinds of like natural disasters and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting crazier and crazier, and a big portion of shit like that is attributable to a lot of big corporations that like a big handful of corporations, you know what I mean, that are like the average person can only do so much, but a corporation has a lot of pull in terms of being able to be sustainable. Like they have a lot of pull and shit like that because they have a lot of people working for them and they have say, whereas the average person can only account for what they do. And with fucking 7.5 million billion people or however many fucking people are on this planet, you're only one person and you can only do your part.
Yeah.
And that's not going to do shit in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah.
But if you're a big corporation that owns a lot of business and has big pull, you should be responsible for being sustainable.
Yeah.
In my opinion. And I don't understand why that's not like a popular like thing that's taking place, especially all the shit that we're seeing now.
Yeah. I wonder what their mindset is. I think it'd be interesting to see.
Trump said that fucking global warming isn't real. So a lot of idiots don't believe that it's a thing.
Yeah.
So like that's a reason here for skepticism.
Yeah, very true. But
you know what I mean?
Like a business owner that like isn't a billionaire like that, you know? I wonder what their take is on it.
I mean, you're going to get a spectrum of ideas from different people, but it's I don't understand like I don't understand why we're not fucking united on this. Like it seems like such a simple like idea. Like just be good to the earth, be sustainable. Yeah. Like you're not with that? What the fuck? Like what? You'd rather put money over that? Like really? But I mean, capitalism kind of helps that because you do want it to be like a free market and a free like companies able to do what they want, but at a certain point you kind of have to like you're a government for a reason. Like you have, if you're seeing like unsustainability and just like the ocean's getting flooded and just trash everywhere, at some point you got to step in and put some regulations in place to hold these fuckers accountable for their shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I don't know.
That's my take on it.
Yeah. I feel you for sure though.
But it's an ugly day out here in Fresno. Another fucking huge fire. Yeah. Where was this one at? I know there's a new one. I forgot what it's called, but
I have no idea.
Another day, another fucking fire. This state continues to just burn. Yeah. Especially go back to global warming. We're in a fucking drought. Everything's dry as shit. It's like
terrible. That's
one of the reasons you're saying you want to leave, huh?
Yeah. Just dry. I have allergies too, so it's
that'll
all
do it
the time.
Yeah, that'll do it. I don't know, dude. It's crazy how different America is. Like you have huge cities in like different areas, and then you just have absolutely nothing.
A little random town of 500 people
exactly.
in the middle of the country.
Fucking mountain lions running wild and shit. It's like it's crazy how big and how like diverse this country actually is.
Yeah, very crazy. I don't know if I was talking to you about it the other day, but I feel like a lot of people in America don't ever say that they're American. Like it's always whatever ethnicity they are, you know?
Yeah.
Few people have told me they're American, but I don't know. I just find it interesting. Because most of the time, I feel like if you go to other countries, it's all, one. They all say.
Well, yeah, that's because most countries, there's just mostly one, like, set of people.
That's
in terms
true.
of, like,
but that's why I'm like.
Race.
That's why I feel like, why isn't there American on it? You know?
Well, it's just because most people don't identify with that. Most people identify with their background, their personal background.
Yeah.
Because, America is so diverse and you have so many different opinions and voices and just different types of people that it's just like, we're all Americans, of course, we know that, but like, I guess people would rather relate or, rather claim their personal like race over. I don't know, like it's different for everybody though, because people that are more patriotic and more proud of America will probably say that. But then there's people that just shit on America all the time and fucking take advantage of the unemployment and shit.
Yeah.
And just like shit on it. But like there's a spectrum. So yeah, I don't know. It's different for everybody. But people that are more patriotic definitely will probably claim that more.
Midwest.
Yeah. It depends. It depends a lot on your upbringing, but I don't know. It's going to get weird though cuz now like kids our age don't really give a fuck about politics at all. Like no. Like they don't care. And when we get older, we're going to be the one like there's obviously people that do care that are our age and are going to take up those jobs, but I feel like the mass like majority would rather like just not care.
No one's
so like once we're the ones that are having to vote and shit, it's gonna be interesting to see how like the whole Republican Democrat thing changes. Yeah. Especially in the age of the internet and shit, like where everyone was exposed to the internet from a very young age. I feel like it's gonna get out of hand. Like I don't know.
The internet?
No, not the internet. I just think that there's gonna be more like crazy ideas backed by crazy people, and idiots are gonna follow them, and they're gonna try to overthrow
that's
shit.
That's always been a thing.
Yeah, but even now more because everyone's more susceptible to like conspiracy theories and shit like that, and like people are just insane out of their minds. Yeah. So like they'll just follow anything. Like, bro, there's like, how do cults exist? How do how do you fucking get into a cult and let the leader fuck your wife? And you're just like chilling there, like, okay, cool. Yeah, God told you to do that, right? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I'm with it. Like, what?
That's a whole different.
That's, you know how.
Religion makes it a whole different aspect for some people, you know?
They'll just really blindly follow into anything that goes.
Which is wild, but I don't know. I don't know why people.
It's interesting, though, because that. Sometimes for some people, like, religion is like all logic and critical thinking is thrown out the door. Yeah,
and it's just whatever the Bible says or whatever
whatever that. But a lot of it is just from people that are like you look up to, or like whatever they think or whatever they have known. For the most part. A lot of people have different experiences with it, and like some people are more radical to it, and it's like if you get exposed to that at a young age, you're more susceptible to go through with that and believe. Yeah. And get more and more radical with it. And then you see stuff like cults and like wild shit like that like happen. But it's just I don't know, dude. It's just I couldn't fathom being in a cult. Like someone like me, you're gonna trick me to being in a cult, really? Like I would love for you to try.
Well, that's why I think most of the time, I mean, I guess there are some pretty big cults out there, but
bro, the crazy shit was the one in fucking, what was it? El Paso? No, not in Texas. What was the cult? Fuck. There was a documentary about it. I forgot where it was. Oh, Waco. Have you seen that one?
Oh, where they like
the Waco, Texas,
burned down the house.
Dude, there was like a fight. Like they were like full on war. Yeah. In fucking Waco, bro. That shit was wild.
That shit is crazy.
But that documentary was insane, dude. Waco, that shit will always go down in fucking infamy. Like
I didn't know about that at all until I watched that documentary.
Yeah, I think I've heard of it, but I wasn't really invested into it or didn't like know about it too much.
Yeah, that shit wild.
Like I couldn't fathom something like that. Like, I mean, it was in a small like city. Even the fucking Tiger King guy, like that I feel like I consider that a cult.
Yeah, I mean, he was very.
Cause he was like, wasn't he giving like the dudes meth and then like fucking them?
Yeah, I think so. I think one of them. Yeah,
what? What is going on here? And then he wanted a pardon for Trump, but he said he was too gay for Trump to pardon him.
I'm weak. That guy was a character. That's a weird dude. I forgot that.
Did you watch that series?
Yes.
I feel like all of America watched that shit. We just binge watched it.
Was so interesting because nothing else.
Yeah, it was the quarantine shit.
That's hilarious.
The Tiger King.
Dude. Hey, fuck that bitch though.
Carol Baskins.
Yeah. Fuck her though.
Bro, she's fresh.
Hell no. Hell no. I hate her.
She ordered hits on that motherfucker, bro. She said, I'm gonna sick the tiger on your bitch ass. No, that shit's wild though.
No,
she's a crazy bitch though. She's out of her mind for sure. Anyone who does that shit, bro, that shit's weird. Caging up alpha predators. Like they're not for us to fuck with.
Yeah.
Like it's just and then there was like their fucking the caregiver, people in the cage would get bit and shit. Like
one of the girl's arms got like ripped off or something, or her hand.
That's crazy. That just goes to show you.
Bit by a tiger, dude. Fuck no.
That's terrible.
You're down.
Would you rather get bit by a tiger or a shark?
Ooh, probably a shark, because I feel like you survive more.
Yeah.
A tiger would probably really fuck you up.
Because they could just jump on you and
jump on you, just tear you up.
Bro, you're not.
Shark will just bite you. Like,
you can like try and punch it in the nose and shit, but like, bro, imagine like a tiger laying on top of you, bro. You're not getting up.
No.
That shit. That motherfucker is huge.
They're big.
You are not getting up.
Sharp ass claws and shit.
Dude, you're fucked.
Have you seen people wrestle like bears and shit?
Khabib?
Yeah. I've never seen Khabib.
Hey, apparently that fool's getting into professional soccer.
I'm weak, really?
Rogan was talking about that shit. I was like, what the fuck?
That's cool though.
I want to see him, bro. He's just gonna like shoulder people, elbow people out of the way. He's just gonna see him. Just fucking
slide tackle.
Throw somebody out of the way. Bro, everyone's gonna run away from him.
Yeah.
I'm not getting within 10 feet of him, bro. It's not happening.
Funny as fuck.
That's crazy.
Do you watch MMA a lot? Or
not really. I only watch like the guys that I like. Hey, have you heard of Sean O'Malley? Bro, that motherfucker is the truth.
Who's
bro.
that?
That fool is crazy. He's in like, I think he's in the one of the lighter weight classes. I think it's like featherweight or some shit, lightweight, something like that. But the night that Conor McGregor was fighting, this fool fought this other kid. I forgot what his name was, but bro, he hit him the most times someone's ever been punched in the first round. And the other kid was just coming at him the whole time, bro. He was literally just peppered him in the face the entire fucking fight.
Oh,
dude, it was like he had a ridiculous like percentage of like hit when he hit like 70% of his punches.
Damn.
And bro, he was throwing them bitches too. It's not like he was barely throwing them because he threw like a lot of punches too in the first round. But that kid, like I've never seen someone be so accurate with their punches, bro.
Damn.
And that feels like I followed him. He's like a Twitch streamer and shit. And like that was hella chill. But he's a fucking animal.
Okay.
Sean O'Malley, bro. That fool's wild.
I don't look him up. It's MMA or boxing?
It's UFC.
Okay, UFC.
But that fool got a tattoo from 6ix9ine. He let 6ix9ine tattoo
Oh
him.
my god. He's really a streamer like that?
Yeah. He's like, he's out there.
Have you seen like the whole boxing scene on like YouTube?
Yeah. Jake Paul's the man for that shit. He started it basically.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Bro, kids are making money on that shit.
Is crazy. Yeah, kids are I think that's dope though. I think it's cool that
hell yeah, it's cool.
They finally started paying.
I think people that don't think that it's cool are just like fucking haters. Like just haters, bro. Like people are out here making money. Like what are you like? Why are you gonna bitch?
My nigga Fly.
He's not. I would love to see him box, bro. That'd be so funny. I think he would like talking about he would like swing too hard and fucking fall over.
I'm weak, swing around and shit.
That feels like is he still hella skinny?
Yeah, he's still hella skinny.
I would like to fight him. That'd be fun.
He's fun.
I feel like he'd get tired hella quick. Cause in basketball he like, I got the smoker lungs. Like, bitch, you've been playing for like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Nah, basketball is not easy though, dude. Playing a little bit.
That shit's tiring.
I'm gassed.
It's a good workout. It's a good workout.
Yeah. If you work out and you think you can just hop into a basketball, it's a totally different scene.
Nah.
Because that was me.
Yeah, especially
gas.
Like team where you go in full court. Running up and
2
down
minutes,
the court.
3 minutes.
Yeah.
But
coach, coach.
For real.
But other than that, what's going on with you, bro?
Just starting to do this Target job. I almost wanted to quit after
already
like 3 days, dude. Working the cash register, like, oh my god. I think the second day I was working was like the day before back to school, so everyone was buying like notebooks and shit
Yeah.
for like
Bro, it
5
was
hours
packed that
we're
day.
standing there.
I came in there. You were.
That's
working
why I
there.
was just like, "What's up?" I
Yeah,
didn't really
no,
want to say anything.
you were going.
But
Hey, you heard me though. Did you know it was me when I said, "Okay, Juan wants to see you in his office"?
yeah.
You acted normally, so I didn't think you thought it was me. I thought you just thought it was like a
nah, I
coworker or
saw
some
you
shit.
for sure.
That's fucking
But-
funny.
Nah, it was chill. Now
The Target grind.
yeah. That Target is the home of entitled white women for sure.
Yeah?
I've seen like a million already.
Dude,
It's
Emily
so
got
annoying.
Emily got kicked out. Emily's blacklisted from Target.
What?
She's blacklisted.
I didn't get kicked out. I got like suspended for like 3-4 months because this white lady like was blocked me in an aisle with her cart, and she was just like saying some racist shit to me. So I like pushed her cart out of the way so I can get out, and she pushed me, so I pushed her back, and she fell.
Emily
And
pulled
then
some
she started
taekwondo on
crying
that
for
bitch.
security,
I'm
and then
weak.
security came, and then that's when they're like, you can't come back.
I'm
she's-
weak
For
as
5 months.
And that's the
fuck.
Target you work
And I
at
was
too.
just like,
That's
it was-
wild.
She started it. Like, she, like, what do you expect me to do?
Juan
That's
almost called security
crazy.
on her. That fool's
Oh,
thinking
Juan
of
was the
it.
one that kicked me out.
But
Damn. Yeah. It's fucking ridiculous. I don't know
dude,
what
just
it is,
thinking of
but
like fucking retail jobs just makes my heart ache, bro. I
I-
hate that shit.
literally, I was thinking like I need to find a way to start making money without working for someone. Cause
Dude,
fuck this.
every experience I've had working for someone has just been not good.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's not been the worst. Like there's definitely worse, especially working in other countries in worse conditions and shit. Like we sound like fucking Americans bitching about shit,
Definitely.
but it's not good. Like you can still
It's not
complain.
fun.
It's not fun, but it's just like a lot of the people in charge are dickheads, bro.
Yes.
Like a lot of people
Everybody's
in charge are
managers
fucking.
suck. Fucking
Yeah, exactly.
everything is just ass.
But that's just the way it is.
You gotta make money somehow.
Exactly.
Mm.
Shit's crazy though, dude. Especially now what's interesting is like the whole delivery service food thing has popped off like in the past few years, and especially now with COVID. But it's like it's when at what point is it gonna like stop getting popularized by or just stop getting used in general by drivers because the gas prices are just, especially here. Like I'm mainly
Fucking
talking about California.
fucking-
Like at some points it's not even worth it. Like there was a whole protest against DoorDash for like not showing the tips and like the base pay being so low.
damn, really?
But yeah, but it's just like, at what point are people gonna like find that it's not? Well, for some people they have like better on gas, this and that. There's different circumstances, but for a lot of like I know for me, it's not really worth it to do that anymore.
Really?
With just gas being so expensive here, bro.
Mm.
Like you're lucky if you find $4 a gallon here now.
Yeah, very true.
Like that's the lowest price here in California where I live. $4 a gallon type shit. It's like fuck, dude. It's getting so expensive. Like their electric is gonna be the way to go.
Yeah,
They just need to make some more affordable electric shit.
yeah. It's only.
Like
I
really,
mean, I'm sure there's hella out there though.
I
feel like
I haven't done much research into it, so I don't know. But
they're just not as cool as the fucking Tesla or
Tessie,
anything. Yeah,
that's just like 35 racks. The
For their
lowest
base
one.
model? That's not
But
terrible.
that you don't get the the auto drive with that.
Oh.
It's another 10,000.
I'm weak.
Yeah,
I mean, I guess that makes sense
But
though.
I don't
But
know.
it's still
That's
nice,
why I'm
though.
throwing some money in
Damn,
Bitcoin. So that'll be my future right there.
35,000 for a base model that
Dude.
looks like a Tesla, just doesn't have the auto drive.
Yeah, exactly.
That's way cheaper than I thought.
Yeah, dude, I made fucking 1 month. I made a rack on this bitch, Robin.
I need to hop on that shit,
Bro,
I need to do it tonight.
bro, it's already at 50,000 Bitcoin.
Damn.
And then Doge would used to be at like 20 cents. It's at 32 cents right now.
Holy shit.
And I got a few other stocks.
I need to hop into that shit tonight,
Bro, you gotta
I
you gotta
need
do
to.
it. I think it's only going up from here. Like
Yeah,
I don't want to persuade. Like I said, only put as much as you're willing to lose
yeah.
because it's not a for sure thing. But I mean, I don't see a way that Bitcoin doesn't blow
Keep
up
going.
within the next 5 to 10 years. And because Robinhood is getting close to introducing a wallet for it, so you can like, you know how you have Apple Pay on your phone, like you can do that, but with Bitcoin or
Oh,
whatever you
shit.
want. If the place takes it, obviously that you're
Yeah.
that you're buying it with.
Not too many places probably take that shit.
More and more are starting to.
Really?
Yeah, more and more places are starting to slowly but surely. I want to say in the next 5 to 10 years, you're going to start seeing companies start taking stuff like that.
Really?
More crypto, more because it's getting more and more valuable, bro. It's just getting crazy.
Just because we're using it for
that, and there's more hype
more
building
popular.
up, and there's just more people backing it, and it's just more people are starting to realize that it's a good investment. I feel like so. We've been going for 2 hours though, dude. You have anything else you want to talk about?
Damn. No, not that I can think of.
I think we
2 hours is a long time.
I think we had a good array of topics today.
0 for 3 on the camera though.
0 for 3. I don't know what the fuck. This Sony ZV-1 is starting to piss me off. But the first 2 reasons why I feel like it fucked up was because I forgot to take it out of 4K recording, so the battery just
melted.
Yeah, exactly. And then last time we recorded, it died, and I hadn't charged it, and I thought that I could record while it was charging, but that is not the case.
Sadly.
So maybe 4th time is the charm. Who fucking knows? Don't expect it. Yeah. Honestly, but was it the 20th? August 20th?
20th.
Other than that, I mean, we covered what's going on in terms of what we think about. Yeah, what's going on. I think that's it. I think that's all we wanted to cover today.
For episode 2, not bad.
Episode 2, 2 hours, 7 minutes. So thank you for listening if you made it all the way through.
Appreciate it.
The next episode will be whenever we can. I don't know. Maybe
for me though, so we'll see what happens with the work and everything.
We'll try to get in as much as we can.
I'm still aiming for 2 per month.
2 per month is the goal. But we'll try to see if we can do more if we can. If not, no. But if we can, then we will. So thank you for listening. This has been episode 2 of the WolfPack podcast. Yeah. We will catch you next time. Peace.